I'm alive. Hello, welcome to I Am Drunk and Bored.
I love that. I love that title.
I'm drunk and bored. Let's see who we have in the chat. We have Tanya Franklin, who is also a Tennessee Marine. Welcome. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly your crew that normally watch will be in bed, won't they?
Yeah, you turn blue because everyone gets the rents on this channel. That's why you turn blue. This is the rents now, state.
Yeah, you can't even get rid of it. I've tried.
No, you can't.
Well, no, you can't get rid of it yourself unless the channel owner.
That's what I mean. I've tried that too. It doesn't work.
Tennessee
You can't
Marine
even piss them off enough to get rid of it.
Tennessee Marine, this is the only fucking Scottish wrestler state on YouTube.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, no problem.
Making that thing out, to be honest.
Yeah, so yeah, how are you guys then?
Yeah, can't complain, bro.
All right.
What he said.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, Tom, I take it you're annoyed about the cricket.
Fucking oath I am, mate. I'm going for New Zealand tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow I'm a New Zealander. Fuck the Poms.
So boring.
I thought you hated New Zealand.
I do, but when it comes to England, New Zealand, I hate England more.
I thought
And it's not real hate. It's not real hate. It's only like, bullshit hate. It's all
Well,
good.
to be fair, we're closer
Yeah,
to
it's only
Kiwis than we
sport
are to
hate.
Poms.
Yeah, they cross the ditch. That's what we call it. They cross the ditch. That's all they are. They're
Yeah,
cousins.
man. It's only
happy to be here. So I'm glad you
only a
like it.
4-hour flight.
And did you just say fuck cricket, by the way, Dork?
I don't like any sport, to be fair.
Okay,
I
fair
find
enough.
it all very boring and tedious.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
cricket
good.
is pretty boring. Like 8 hours in a field.
I kind of have like a hate on for sports because, athletes get paid fucking
Oh yeah, they do
millions
get paid way too
of
much. Yeah.
millions of dollars, but you go see an opera and the amount of time and back-breaking effort you go through to like be an opera singer or like to do some of the arts, so like many years of training and hard work, and they get sweet fuck all recognition or money. So
Yeah, it's like running like sports, especially like football or what you would call soccer. There's too much
Soccer
money in sports.
and American football and basketball, they get paid ridiculous amounts. American football.
I
and
know.
basketball.
At least
Ridiculous.
there's a cap here with our
Yeah,
sport.
yeah, we've got salary caps here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the Scottish League,
Wait,
the Scottish
so
Premier League is fucking shit.
Salary cap, so they can only earn a certain amount.
Or for the whole
Well-
team, they got a certain amount for the whole team, so you got to separate all that money between all the players.
Yeah, they get it
Right,
all
right.
evenly, and like, don't get me wrong, they still get a fuck
Oh, yeah.
ton of money,
Even
but it's
our-
not millions of dollars like in
Our
the,
best,
like in
our
America.
best Aussie rules player is one of the best sportsmen I've ever seen in my life. He only gets paid about $1.3 million a year.
Mhm.
Shit.
And you compare that to a soccer player. Some soccer players make $500,000 a week. Like Messi
Yeah, I
and that
know,
are
it's
making like $500,000 a
ridiculous.
week.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
fucking
that shit.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And this guy would, and that Aussie guy I'm talking about, he would run circles around Messi in any type of sporting event. He would run circles around him.
I like football or what you would call soccer, but yeah, they make far too much money.
Way too much money, man. Way too much.
And another thing that doesn't make sense to me with our sports here, if they do anything that's considered a little bit out of line, they get punished, they get taken off of sports for weeks at a time. If
Yeah.
it's not like the American players, you got an American player that was just like, okay, I've gone to rehab, I'm off my fucking drug addiction and I'm ready to play again. Whereas here, if you're doing drugs as an athlete, you're never allowed in the sport ever again.
Pretty much. They won't tolerate that.
No, because you're role models.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least your career will be completely fucked if you like fail a drugs test.
The thing is, though, I like my role models flawed because it shows that everyone is flawed.
Yeah. So is the human.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
don't know why.
you see them going out clubbing and whatnot, and that's kind of a flaw. But you got to think
I
of the
don't know,
kids.
I don't know why they put. I know I kind of understand it a little bit because they want people to be fit and stuff. But I don't know why they put sports people on a pedestal. I've never understood
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather put an artist above like an athlete. I understand the hard labor and it is like to get to that point where you're an athlete and stuff. But it's just going, oh, look at me, I'm strong, I can kick a ball around. Whereas, like,
It's true. I love sports.
Whereas-
But it's true.
you know, an opera singer, it takes a lot more than just like willpower and a lot of effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but both you kind of have to be born with the talent. You can practice all you want in both things. If you don't have a good voice or you're just not naturally talented, like in terms of
Well-
physically wise, you can't be either. You got to
I
be
don't think
born
that
that
was
way.
Yeah.
Kind of true.
Yeah, you got to be born
Look,
that way.
as
Yeah, I
long
kinda
as
agree
you
with that.
can stay in tune, you can train to be an opera singer. But it
Yeah,
just
I
takes
couldn't-
a
I could never
long
sing.
ass
I
fucking
can't sing for
time.
crap.
Like, it's
Yeah.
not for everyone.
I don't know. No, I'm just saying I could not sing. You could train me all day for like since I was 5, and I would not be able to sing. I just
That's
don't have
what
it
I'm
in me.
saying. Like, it's not for everyone. Not everyone can like.
Yeah, sometimes
Make
it's
it
just a natural
professional.
talent.
Yeah,
A lot of things. And Daniel Franklin says, "Or don't make your athletes your heroes." Yeah, I agree.
yep. And look at
They should
teachers
be,
and stuff. Shouldn't teachers be like our heroes? They're the ones trying to teach our kids, and they get paid what? Fuck all.
Well, teachers and like inspiration. like,
Well,
In Australia,
not
they
so
get
much
paid half
fuck all.
decent in Australia, but they get decent wages
Well,
in Australia
yeah.
compared to a lot of other countries. But yeah,
I
think in
mean,
America
my
they get $30,000.
my mother-in-law is a primary school teacher, and she gets paid $1,000 a week.
Yeah, my ex
Like,
was
that's
one.
how
She was making 85 grand a week. My ex. Oh no, a week. Sorry, a year. Sorry, a year. So not a week. You know.
Yeah, that's still pretty fucking good. They complain
true.
that they don't get paid enough, but you know,
Don't
they
forget the
get
holidays they
paid
get
more
too.
than any other.
And they get more holidays than anyone
good round
else.
of the year is still pretty
Yeah,
good.
they get more holidays. Like, they get paid more than any other profession. Like,
Yeah.
I know people that work for Centrelink and they get less money than the people that are actually on Centrelink, you know?
That's
Like,
true.
welfare.
that means the dole.
It's good round a week is
You guys
pretty
still
good.
call it dole? You guys still call it dole
Yeah, the
in
dole.
England?
Yeah, we call it dole over here as well.
Yeah, we used to call it that, but now we just call it Centrelink. Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, the dole benefits,
yeah.
the brew.
The brew.
Yeah, some people do still call it the brew.
Fair enough. I was on there once, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I haven't been on it since.
Needs Lone Wolf for subscribing to my channel.
Well, I'm still on the dole. I'm on disability pension.
Well, technically I am because I'm getting benefits for looking after my grandma, but I'm not technically on the dole. if that
Oh,
makes
you're
any
getting a
sense.
carer's benefit.
Yeah.
Mm. That's still not a
Carer's
lot of money, though.
No, it's fuck all.
Carer's allowance,
Fuck
yeah.
all. It's fuck all.
Yeah, Tom,
Yeah,
do you
you
still have
get
your job?
what?
Or
It's
do you,
what?
do you still have your
It's
job?
what,
Or do you
an
quit your
extra?
job? So,
No, I've still got the job and I can go back, but my grandma's not well enough to go back. She can barely go from the bedroom to the toilet, man. She's getting worse. She's fucking 94, man. She's getting worse and worse.
Well, I'm guessing
I
you're
don't think
lucky if you get.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're lucky if you get like $300 a fortnight. It's like
No,
carers should
way
get.
more than that. Way more than that.
Oh, that's
But-
good because some carers don't get much at all.
I honestly don't expect it to last the Christmas, to be honest. And a part of me, and I hate to say this, part of me, how do I say it? Really, I don't know how to word it, but I just wanted to be
No,
at peace. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be at
yeah,
peace.
I know what
don't
you're
want
trying
to
to
die
say.
in pain, is what you're saying.
Yep. And I hate to say that,
No.
but that's all I mean.
Because I mean,
I totally get you.
the way my fucking grandfather died, like he died in pain.
Yeah. It's not good to see.
My grandmother's got fucking dementia, you know, and she's been a vegetable for like 2 years now. But like, she's a stubborn Dutch woman. She's takes a long time to fucking die. I really hope she dies soon because that's no life to fucking live, you know.
Yeah, my grandma's brain is still with it. I would never take her on, even with today on a crossword puzzle. She'll kick your ass. I'm not kidding. She still kick your ass. But
Well, that's
her
good.
body's just given up. You know what I mean? Like it's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Franklin says, bless her heart. Most people don't take care of their elderly family members. Good on you, man.
No,
for doing
I
that.
do it because I know she'd do it for me if I was crook. So that's why I do it.
Yeah, I mean, she
That's
looked after you when you were a kid. So,
Exactly. It's what you do, man. You're meant to do it.
Well, yeah, you're supposed. I help out my nun. She's turning 90 next month. She'll be 90, and I take care of all of her finances and all of all of the stuff that needs doing. I take care of this. You're just supposed to as a family member.
It's what you're meant to do, for sure.
Because I mean, they probably looked after you when you were a kid. So yeah.
Yep. You
Oh
pay the
fuck
favor.
yeah!
Yeah.
I was a
And hopefully
nanny's
if you have-
girl.
and
I
if you
used
have your
to.
own family, hopefully they do it for you too. You know.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, I hope
just don't
so.
be come to your kids.
Mm. I was a nanny's girl. I used to stay over there all the time.
Yeah, it's amazing how grandparents look after their grandchildren even better than their kids. And I think it's because the first time, because there's no manual with kids, so the first time you're just going off your top of your head when you got kids. And by the time you get grandchildren, you know a bit better, so you know how to look after them just a bit better. That's just a theory of mine, but it's just a theory of mine. But
No, it's
kids-
true. It's
Yeah.
true. Like I get a little bit jealous sometimes because my mum always treated me like shit. You know, like we never you don't talk, you don't hug, you don't say I love you, you don't touch each other, you don't have
that's an Aussie thing.
emotional
That's an Aussie thing.
conversation. Yeah, but
I've never
you
told
know,
my dad I love
but-
him. Never told my dad I love him.
My dad was the same.
No,
in a
but-
way.
my mum's completely different with my kid though. Like they're real close and my mum's real nice to my kid, but my mum's a fucking bitch to me. Like that's just how it is. Once you get grandkids, you treat them different than you treat your own kids.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just true.
Hey, most people my age, 28 and older, a little older, just put their folks into nursing homes. Yeah, I agree. With what you said, it's what family is supposed to do. Yeah.
Where's Daniel from anyway? What is he
Mm.
from? UK?
I think he's from Tennessee because he used to be
Oh,
Tennessee Marine.
Tennessee. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be Tennessee Marine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I remember you, Daniel.
Why don't you come in the chat, Daniel? There's no one else on. You might as well.
Yeah. We're not bothered. I've spoken to you once. You seem like a decent guy, so yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man, you just look in your. Yeah, he says Tennessee, so yeah.
Yep, Tennessee. Good old Tennessee.
Yeah, he said, "Well, all right, fine, hold on." Fair enough.
My
You got
husband's
5 seconds, mate.
grandfather.
You got 5 seconds, or you're not welcome. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good.
My husband's grandfather. My husband's grandfather's from America. It's he's from a state that starts with, I think it starts with P, but like it's the place where like all the Amish people live.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, that's the one.
Pennsylvania,
He's from. He lives in Brisbane now, and he's from a town called Brisbane in Pennsylvania. So it kind of worked out that way.
Thanks, he's
you know?
getting coffee.
Oh, yeah, you've got family all over the place, don't you? Like your grandparents and all that. They're from all over the place, aren't they?
Well, my dad's family's from Holland, but my husband's grandfather is from America, but my husband's mother is from South Africa. You know, like my family's just Australian and Dutch. You know,
Yeah.
like I think my mum's side of the family's First Fleet.
Well, South Africa was colonized by the Dutch, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Mm.
Yep. And then it turned English, though, didn't it? After a
Well,
while.
turned British, not English.
Oh, sorry, mate. I know how you hate that.
Oh,
I'm actually enough to say
fucking
that.
sorry.
Oh shit! I always forget that. Sorry.
So, yeah, but they still kind of stayed mostly Dutch for the most part.
And now they're all getting slaughtered.
Well, yeah, all the Dutch and all the fucking British and whatever else gets slaughtered, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
I mean.
Yeah. I was gonna visit my family in the Netherlands, you know, but like I'm too scared to go there now. If I was gonna go anywhere in Europe, I'd go to fucking Poland because at least there they said no to all of this fucking
Well,
bullshit.
the Netherlands is not going to be that bad. If you go like
No, but even Rosie said
South
it's pretty bad.
Africa,
Even
Netherlands
where
is not that
Rosie, even where Rosie lives, she goes shopping with her mum, and she reckons half the people in the shops are all Muslims. So it's getting bad, man. It's getting bad.
See, like that's why I'm glad in a way. Like we're right next to England. England gets most of the shit. We avoid most of that shit for the most part.
but
Well,
you
yeah,
might build
that's
a wall or
yeah,
something, right?
and
They're
because
gonna
they
come
have
your way
to come
eventually.
through England to get to Scotland, so they're
Eventually they're gonna get there,
to
mate.
England and just go right. Fuck it, I'm not going any further.
Exactly. Sometimes I go from Scotland into England. In a way, I'm kind of glad for that because it makes us avoid all the shit. Sometimes it does like spew, like it does spew itself over into Scotland sometimes.
That's why.
Like because we have like no-go areas here as well, like our own grooming gangs and stuff, but it's nowhere near as bad as it is down in England.
No.
Yeah,
that's
that's why that
England's
one
our
strays too
product.
much. We're not as bad
Well,
as
there's
Europe,
al-
that's for
right,
sure.
and there's also the fact. Remember, England is bigger, so there's going to be more of that kind of thing because there are more people, and
Yeah.
it's a bigger area.
England's like 10 times the size of Scotland in terms of population. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Daniel.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Hey,
Not
Daniel,
bad.
right, mate?
Yourself?
Yeah,
Hello.
doing awesome. Hello.
No.
Howdy.
I'm not that far down south, man. We don't say howdy around here. We just say what's up. I'm not
Howdy,
that.
partner.
I'm not the American cowboy or some shit, bro. It's all good.
Oh shit.
Well, at least Tennessee's not a liberal state. I'll give you that
Oh
one.
God, no, it's definitely not. The only liberal cities that we have are like Nashville and Memphis, and that's West Tennessee. I'm east. I'm close to. If you've ever heard of Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine from Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
No, I haven't.
Well, I guess I'll share some history with you guys about my neck of the woods. East Tennessee is really big on moonshining back in the day. Making illegal moonshine liquor and stuff.
Yeah.
Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine, where I wasn't born in Gatlinburg, but it's my area code. If you guys have something similar in the UK or Scotland or whatever.
Postcodes.
Yeah, it's that same thing here. But Gatlinburg Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine was the first moonshine distillery that was actually legalized. So it's the first legal one. Like they actually went through all the processes of making it legal and everything else, and now it's sold pretty much all over the U.S. And it's in my part of Tennessee, which is East Tennessee, near like the North Carolina border, up in a place called like the Smoky Mountains. If you guys have ever heard of that,
I've heard of
Smoky
it.
Mountains.
Yeah.
I know where that is. Yep.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The only thing that's been in the news recently was a couple of years ago they had a really bad fire, had a really bad forest fire through that area.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
That's not the. It's not the same place. I was going to say that's not the place where they made that movie about, is it? No, that's something else. Yeah, oh, good.
Well, I mean, it's if you know anything about Native American history, it's the original homeland of the Cherokees and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
North Carolina, like Cherokee, North Carolina, where the Indian casinos and stuff is, it's in North Carolina, and I'm right on that border, basically.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yep. So up in the mountains, so you can call me a hillbilly, not a redneck. So you're going to.
Aren't hillbillies and rednecks pretty much the same thing?
Well, I will explain to all of you foreign people, you lovely people who are not in the U.S., the difference, at least as us Southerners look at it. A redneck is your like shit beer drinking, like woohoo NASCAR motherfucker, hell yeah, by God, Jimmy Dean, Billy Bob, go over there and fucking get that fucking pig. We're gonna put it on the spit. Yeehaw, that type of shit. That's rednecks. Hillbillies are like poor farmers and moonshiners and shit like that. You know, they're just country folk.
Yeah.
Which
So basically, if you ever meet an American who's from the South and he's annoying as fuck and probably a racist and kind of a cunt, then yeah, that's a redneck.
I assume that the hillbillies because they come from the hills, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's one of those things, man. Like I said, in my neck of the woods, I mean, we had the first legal moonshine distillery that was actually opened and made legal. So we got a lot of little known fact about my area of Tennessee. We got a lot of natural waterfalls and stuff like that around here. It's actually a really beautiful place to come visit just for the scenery alone. But that's what they would do. They would take creek water and river water and stuff like that. Clean it, make it safe to drink, and then make moonshine out of it. And they would make it by the light of the moon.
I was always told that the rednecks and the hillbillies were Scottish, but I've heard the Scottish didn't leave the hills. Therefore, I assume the Scottish were the hillbillies, I guess.
Well,
not
if
the
you want
rednecks.
Well, honestly, man, and you bring up an interesting point. Like my area, yet again, my area of East Tennessee had very heavy either Irish or Scots-Irish or Scottish immigration. We
Well, the
didn't have a lot of.
Scottish were like just Scottish, but they came like they lived in Ireland for a bit. But they were not Irish. They came from Scotland
Mm-hmm.
and then moved to the US.
Yep. Well, I mean, like I said, like my particular area, historically speaking, it was not a lot of English people or German people or Welsh people. It was mostly Scots and Irish people and shit like that, and they just stayed there. So,
Yeah.
but it's definitely worth a visit if you ever come. I don't know if you guys know who Poisoning the Well are. There's some YouTubers, Sofane and Fat Pat.
Yeah, Poisoning the Well.
I've heard
Yeah, I've
their
got them
name,
on mine. I'm actually subbed to them.
Yep, I've met them in person. Great fucking
Oh,
guys
cool.
if you ever get the chance to meet them. Do you guys happen to recall the Tonka Saw Andy Worski MMA fight that never did happen?
Yeah.
Do you guys
Oh, yeah.
remember hearing
Oh,
about
yeah.
this?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I went to that because Knoxville is actually where I'm from in Tennessee. Yeah, and I'm not doxing myself or anything. Like people know this already, so I'm not giving away any
Yeah, I
special.
mean, I assume your name's already out there anyway.
Yeah, it's like my name, my actual picture, like all that. Yeah, I don't care to hide or anything. I got no reason to. But yeah, they Poisoning the Well actually came up to Knoxville for that fight that never was. And I spent a lot of time drinking Jaeger bombs and fucking several dozen beers with those guys, and they're legit cool as fuck. You'd really enjoy hanging out with them.
Oh, 2 seconds, sorry. Shut up, dog.
Didn't Mr. Misanthropic go there as well?
Yes, he did. I met him. Have
Yeah.
several pictures with him actually.
Yeah, he's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Well, I've met him in person. He's a good friend of mine as well. So, well, it seems like we have very similar mutual friends there, fellas, and Madam, who's no longer here, I don't think.
No, I think she's gone. Oh well.
But yeah, they actually give tours. If you ever get a chance to come to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, there's this thing called I think it's Moonshine Holler or something like that. And in the South, a holler is like down in the backwoods, basically. It's away from populated areas down the woods, but people still live down there. We just call it hollers.
Yeah.
But they'll actually let you come in and you can like read the history about moonshining in East Tennessee and all types of stuff, and you get to listen to bluegrass music.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So what was you guys talking about before I came in and started talking about where I live and liquor and shit?
To be honest, I can't remember.
I think I heard Muslims or something before I hopped in the hangout on the stream.
Yeah, I think I was saying that like England gets like the worst of the Muslims, and then Scotland just gets like the backlash from it, I guess.
Mm.
It's-
Well, let me ask you a question, my dear Scottish people, or my Scottish fellows. What the fuck? Why did you guys not vote to leave the UK? I remember that being a thing when you guys had a vote a couple of years ago, where it's like you could have been your own nation, and you guys voted to stay in the UK, like before there was even a Brexit, I think.
because
it was the year before Brexit, I think. Yeah.
because the party that was like the main party in Scotland at the time didn't want independence at all. They wanted to be a part of the EU at the same time. If that makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't to me, everything I know about the EU and all that, but I mean, I'm not living over there, so I guess I don't know what people might think about it.
Well, most of our laws were still being controlled elsewhere.
Yeah, all I remember basically about that vote when you guys voted to stay in the UK and all that was they showed fucking pictures from God, what's the Mel Gibson movie? Come on, it's the most famous Scottish movie.
Braveheart.
Yeah,
Braveheart.
Braveheart. It was like, give me freedom. And it's like, underneath it, it was like the little UK flag or the Scottish flag. And it was like, actually, we're going to vote to remain. Sorry. Or something like that.
And also the main part, like they hate free speech. They hate like freedom at all. They want to control us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's the Fourth Reich, mate. It really is. It's the Fourth
mean,
Reich.
I've heard it compared to that, especially
Yeah.
since what's her fucking face, Angela Merkel, and Germany is really in charge of the EU. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people compare it.
She keeps shaking like crazy. I don't think she's got long.
Dude, have you seen that shit too, man?
It's
like
three
it's
or four
happened.
times now in 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
three or four fucking times, dude. She legit. I think she has Parkinson's. I really
she's
do.
I think she's getting it. Yep, for sure.
She's
Because,
going
I
all.
mean,
She's going all Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, she can't stop herself from shaking, man. She every time she's standing up next to other people from Europe, she's just shaking like crazy.
Well, I mean, Hillary Clinton just couldn't walk very well and would fall down and lie a lot and apparently kill people. Which, by the way, since my name and everything is out there, I love myself. I have absolutely no desire to commit suicide. I actually really enjoy my life right now. So if you ever find me suicided with 2 bullet, wounds in the back of my head,
back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I always use that joke too. You get suicided. You get suicided.
Yep. But Hillary
Clinton, I don't care. You're a cunt.
yeah, because Hillary Clinton has killed people. That's a fact that we.
I think I've watched these documentaries on it, and I think I'm not kidding. They've connected, and it doesn't mean she's killed them, obviously, but there's all these different connections, and there's about 40 people that are real close to her that have just somehow passed away.
Yeah,
Like, really-
mysteriously, all of a sudden.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I wouldn't trust that bitch as far as I could fucking kick her.
Oh yeah, I definitely like, and it's not even like I'm on my they're turning the frogs gay, Alex Jones type shit.
No,
Or I ain't got like my little tinfoil hat on, but like legitimately, you look into the Clinton Foundation and what that fucking family has done, man. Like it's been proven. They've signed off on people's death warrants.
Even for Haiti, they raised about $1.3 billion, and I think they built 8 houses, and they were like shacks. Where'd that money go? Where did that money go?
Well, I can tell you guys something you might find interesting. You guys realize, I'm a Marine. Obviously, that was my moniker.
I remember you as Tennessee Marine, yeah.
Yes, sir. It's been my online moniker, avatar, alias, whatever you want to call it, for almost 3 years now, something like that. And I don't know. I got tired of it, so I decided to retire it. But I was in the Marines in my first deployment. If you guys. Now, you're going to have to search your memory for this because this is going back a ways, almost 10 years. Actually, almost 10 years. Do you guys remember when Haiti had the really, really bad earthquake in 2010?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
That was my first deployment in the Marines. I actually went there.
Okay.
Right after it happened. It happened January 2010, I believe. And we went there that same month. Like it happened, and in 3 weeks I was on a ship sailing from Morehead City, North Carolina, all the way to Haiti, and we got there and the island was still on fire. So that's how fast we got there.
Yep.
And
that place got ruined, didn't it? That was ruined, that place.
Well, here's the thing. The Canadians, that's the first time I ever did any cross-country operations with another military unit from a different country, and we actually worked pretty closely with the Canadians, and they would do what's called medical evacuations. We wouldn't. So if someone was injured from the local population, we would 9 times out of 10 end up calling the Canadians to come and fly them in or out, because the only thing we did is brought in humanitarian aid supplies. I mean, we would go on security patrols and try to maintain order and help people out and stuff. And there was some pretty fucked up shit that happened that I'm never going to talk about on stream in detail, but suffice to say, like we didn't do that aspect of it, but the Canadians did. And they told us directly, I remember hearing this, that 99% of the people that they evac'd were HIV positive. 99%.
Wouldn't surprise me, man. Country like that.
So not only were they HIV infested, they were poor as shit dying,
Yeah.
and then that massive fucking earthquake happened, which basically destroyed the entire
Yeah,
thing.
their
And
houses were like huts, if you know what I mean. That's why they all got destroyed. Their houses were like
well,
huts.
here's the thing. Actually, some of the houses were really fucking nice, man.
Yeah, but you mean the city part? You mean the actual city part, though, don't you?
No. Like I went to the city or town that we were in for a good portion of the deployment was a place called Carrefour, spelled exactly like it sounds. And it wasn't. It was a ways from Port-au-Prince, their capital. So I guess it wouldn't be like a major town or city, but it was definitely built up somewhat. But people did have houses, man. Like they had communities. It wasn't like they were Africans, living in fucking mud huts and
Yeah.
with a fucking piece of string covering their Johnson. You know, like
Yeah.
they actually did, wear like normal clothes and have houses. Some even had like barricades. Like they had these I don't know what they were made of, but I guess like mortar and plaster, and it was built up to where they turned their tiny little house into a compound almost. But all of it was destroyed.
Yep.
Everything that they built was absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures, man. The whole thing was just ruined.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
properly filmed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think Haiti's ever recovered since, have they? No.
Not
Well,
no.
here's something interesting, and I have no way to back this up. I have no way to support my claim, but besides me just saying this is what I personally saw, I've seen this happen. But we were there with the UN, and we worked with them handing out medical aid supplies and humanitarian aid supplies. Now, the US military, we gave the humanitarian aid supplies like MREs and food, or MRE like food packets and humanitarian aid packets. It was like an MRE, but it came with like toothpaste and like stuff to clean yourself with and shit like that, uh, and water and medical supplies. We gave that shit away for free. But the UN, I was there working with Sri Lankans because I guess that was their rotation to go do deployments in the UN or whatever. And they actually sold that shit. They didn't give it away for free. You had to pay for it.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
those
that's
dudes were
fucking
making
dirty.
income.
Seems a bit shitty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Imagine being a fucking 19-year-old US Marine and seeing like, you're in the UN, I'm in the United States military. I have no authority over you. Like I'm not like I'm an E2. I'm like a private first class. I'm bottom of the barrel, as far as rank is concerned, and I can't order a UN soldier to do anything. But yeah, he's sitting there selling like food and water to people when he should have to give it away for free, but they sold it. So, and like I
Nice.
said, man, I have no pictures or nothing to actually support this or no documents, but I saw that shit myself when I was actually doing humanitarian aid work down there.
Yeah. To be honest, it doesn't surprise me.
Well, UN, EU, all those organizations, man, they kind of need to get the bullet, if you know what I mean.
Well, the fucking EU, like fucking, they bought a load of like fucking food from like I think it was like a French farmer or something. Then they like left it to rot and then sold it to like a fucking third world country for a top down price, which then fucked over their like fucking farming industries and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, I don't know much about the EU, and most of what I know about the EU is stuff that I've looked up on my own from like Wikipedia and shit like that, or from live streams from like Drunken Uncle or Irate Bear or something like that, where they talk about it at any length. But it seems like it really does seem like the EU is like this really shitty fucking superpower that doesn't need to be in existence anymore because it's kind of fucking over a lot of nations for the benefit of very few.
Oh yeah.
Is they want to rival the US? That's what they want to do. They want a super state of Europe.
Good luck with that. America would crush it in a second.
They want a United States of Europe to rival the US. Is what they want.
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of you guys said it earlier, but and I've definitely heard the comparison before. But the EU is the Fourth Reich. It really
Yeah.
is.
It
Yeah.
really isn't. It's controlled by basically the big country Germany, but they pull it out of Brussels to make it look like it's not Germany. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Germany, mate. It's all Germany.
The other day, it's like
You can't trust the Germans, man. Jesus Christ, you cannot trust them.
Those goddamn krauts. You never can, man.
Fucking oath, man. A bunch of dickheads.
Well, I mean, I guess I understand, you know, especially in Europe, you know, because I mean, obviously, me being an American, like I've only got two neighbors, you know, Canadians and Mexicans, really. But if I was a European, I guess it's slightly different for you guys because you have your own islands, you know, Ireland or the UK. You know, you're very separated from the mainland, but you still have to interact and trade with them and whatnot. But like, if I was on the mainland of Europe, I would understand like we need to have working relationships with our neighbors and whatnot, because God forbid we don't need another World War II to happen. But at the same time, it seems like the EU is trying to become, like you guys said, this dominant, you know, superpower to rival the US, but it's fucking over the very like core members of the European Union, like the actual member states in the process. It seems like they're really fucking it up from the outside looking in, at least.
Yeah, I
It's
wouldn't
like
mind. Like, I
Australia.
wouldn't mind like having like trade with other European countries on our terms.
Where I am to the right, we've got New Zealand, a population of 5 million. To the left, we've got Indonesia, 330 million, and 310 million of them are Muslims. It's the biggest Muslim populace in the world. So that's why we have to rely on America. And every time they say jump, you're like, yes, sir. How high, sir? Just in case one day they have to come save our ass. Because we're
Yeah,
only
I wouldn't
25.
mind-
We're
I
only
wouldn't mind
20. We're
being
only 25 million. So there's no way. Our technology is way better than Indonesia's, but we could probably hold them off for a while. But that's about it. We wouldn't be able to beat them.
Like I said,
So
I
many
wouldn't
of
mind like having like trade with Europe on our terms.
Well, I mean, it must be kind of nice to be in Europe and be able to. And I've had this conversation with like some of my buddies that live in like Norway or Scandinavia and shit. It must be kind of cool to be able to just get on a train and go
Yep.
4 or 5 hours,
Sure.
and you're completely in a different culture and nation that has, you know, all of this history and everything else. Because even though, like, don't get me wrong, I'm an American. I think we're the best. We're hot shit. Like our shit don't stink. We're the best
Well,
in
you're
the fucking
American,
world.
of course you do.
Yeah, like of course, like I'm a fucking American. We're the best there ever was or will be, bruh. But it's one of those things I can't deny that, you know, Europe as a whole has this
Oh yeah.
vastly rich amount of history and
In
culture.
one day you can go through so many countries in one day in Europe. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, for real. That's a reason why it's a common thing over here in the States to go backpacking across Europe. Like that's sort of a, you know, after you get out of college and you got a little bit of money in your pocket, go see the old world, as it were.
Yeah.
See, in a way, I do kind of get it because like the UK in itself is like 4 countries in one. If that makes sense, it's 4 countries in the one country.
Well, I've
Fuck,
got
man,
an
I have to-
interesting.
I have to drive 8 hours to the closest city next to me. From one city to the next city, I have to
But
drive
what
8
I'm saying
hours.
is like the UK in itself is 4 countries in one. It's like Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, 4 countries in the one country.
Well, I have a question for you lads. Coming from an American with Irish ancestry mostly, what do you guys think about the whole Brexit thing? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about how Brexit might eventually lead to United Ireland. What would you guys think about that?
Never heard that one before.
I don't know.
I've got Irish
Yeah.
back. I'm Irish
I
background
mean,
too.
in my opinion, if Northern Ireland wants to be part of the UK, that's fine. If they don't want to be part of the UK, that's also fine. It should be up to people of that country themselves. If that makes sense.
It does.
It's kind of
But
funny how
again, that
Ireland
could also
and
lead to like
England still
riots
hate each
and
other.
stuff as well from like the unionist community and stuff as well. But I don't know.
You think by now they could get over it, Ireland and England, but they still won't get over it.
Well, Ireland and Britain, really, to be honest.
Well,
But, yeah.
well, yeah, but let's be honest, it's the English that have fucking treated them really badly.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, just, you know, don't shoot, you know, me for sharing my opinion or anything. Don't hate me, guys. But like I said, as an American with a lot of Irish ancestry and just looking at what is historical fact, I kind of there's a you can make a debate about the UK should be Wales, Scotland, and England and stuff like that. You know, that one island should be one united nation because it kind of makes sense. But as far
I
as
get it as well.
what was that?
I also have Irish ancestry as well, so I kind of get it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as like, you know, the British Empire used to have what's that famous saying? The British Empire had an empire the sun never set on.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And now the only place that Britain has a I don't know, colony, if you will, overseas that's not a part of their actual nation is Northern Ireland. So I don't know, man. I think it would be kind of nice, I guess, as like I said, as an American who's got a lot of Irish ancestry, to see Ireland united as one nation, one island, all that kind of stuff. But I know
I
that
think
there's
sorry.
a lot more history to it than just my very simple, ignorant take on it. From
There must be gas or something on top of
I
Northern
think-
Ireland. Otherwise, why would they keep it? There must be gas there or something.
I think it should be up to the people, in my
I don't know what they're
opinion.
up to, but yeah, there's got to be something there.
I think it should be up to the people of Northern Ireland to decide that if they want to.
Mm-hmm. Well, from what I've heard, like I followed this thing on Twitter called I think it's iRexit. It's like a Irish Brexit party or something, and like I've seen a lot of talk about how if Brexit does go through, they're gonna want like a hard border, because I think a lot of people in the Republic of Ireland still want to be a part of the EU to some extent, whereas
Yeah.
most people, you know, the whole Brexit movement wants to completely cut ties with the EU. So if they actually go through with Brexit, they're gonna have to
Right,
have a
guys.
hard border.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
All
I'm
right,
just
man.
going to drop out the hangout for a sec.
No worries, Peter. Yeah.
But that's basically as much as I've seen about that issue, is that if Brexit does go through, Northern Ireland is going to have a very hard border and a hard border security with the Republic of Ireland, and that's going to cause a lot of tension to not be able to freely go between the two.
Yeah, there's also the thing with Scotland as well, where they want like Scotland to have another independence referendum because Scotland overall voted to stay in the EU, whereas the rest of the UK didn't.
Do you think you guys would in Scotland actually break away from the UK if you had another vote, like right now?
I'm not sure, and to be honest, after 5 years of it, I don't really care anymore. I've decided either way, we're pretty much fucked either way, to be honest.
Yeah, damned it. We have a saying: "Damned if you do, damned if you don't." Down here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, well, I don't know, man. Like, how do you guys think this whole Brexit thing is going to happen? Because I thought you lads would have already got this shit done. Like,
I would have thought they would have done it
would've
too,
done.
man. It's been
Like,
like 2.5
this
years and they still haven't done it.
yeah, this shit. Like every time I listen to Irate Bear, he seems more and more like his soul is hurt more and more every time he brings it up. It's just
That's
like,
why-
goddamn. Like we didn't even have Trump as president, and Brexit
Yeah.
was a thing, you know.
I've had
And
to
now,
say that too.
yeah, Trump is about to, you know, knock on wood, but it's very likely to happen. He's about to get another 4 years in office, and you guys still haven't even done this Brexit thing.
Yeah,
The
that's why
election
I
was
don't
right
talk
now.
about
I
it
couldn't see
meetings
Trump
anymore
losing if the
because it's
election was right
boring
now.
and redundant.
I did not hear a single bit of that. You guys talked over each other.
Yeah,
One thing is, I don't talk about it on my streams anymore because it just gets boring and redundant after a while.
Oh,
2.5
fair
years of
enough.
talking about it.
You know, I'm just the ignorant American trying to talk to, you know, people who are actually from there. I'm interested.
Fair enough.
It actually affects your lives, and it doesn't affect mine.
Yeah,
It's
fair
something I'll
enough.
never have to go through.
Makes
Nah, if
sense.
the election was today, I couldn't see Trump losing, to be honest.
Oh God, no, dude. You, I like, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, I support my president when he deserves to be supported, and that was the same way I felt during the Bush years, during the Obama years, and I was a child during the Clinton years, so I never really had to give a damn. But I support my country and my government when it deserves to be supported. But my
I actually think
country,
I actually think you got a good one with Trump, though, man. Don't
I do
believe all
too.
don't believe all the bullshit hype the media fucking tells you. What a joke they are.
well, here's the thing, man. Like, I definitely think Trump. And I've said this to all of my, you know, friends, even from the United States, man. I say to them all the time, I get why people don't fucking like Trump.
Oh,
I
yeah,
totally fucking.
He's
Yeah, he's a
bit of
cunt.
narcissist.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
narcissist cunt.
he's
yeah.
a stuck up rich cunt, and
Yep.
he doesn't have a lot of tact and a lot of decorum about him.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
true.
he's very plain spoken, even if sometimes he shouldn't be.
Isn't
but-
it funny though? Isn't it funny though how everyone says they want a politician to be real when they get a real one, they don't like it.
Oh yeah, the entire media hates him as soon as you
Yeah.
real. But I guarantee you though, man, if Trump would have ran as a Democrat and said the exact same shit he's saying, he would have won, and the media he would have been the next Obama. He would have been a white
Yeah.
Obama if he would have
Yeah.
done exactly what he
Probably.
did, only ran for Democrat.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
But just because he ran for the Republican Party, he's now a racist and white supremacist and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, you can call Trump whatever you want. He's not a fucking racist, man. He used to
No,
win
he's
awards
really
from the
not.
black. He used to win awards from the black community for the help he did in New York and stuff.
Yes,
He's
I've
not
seen that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not a racist, man. He's not a
And
racist.
a lot of people don't even fucking know that. Like, there's
Oh, yeah.
pictures of him with like Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali and all these
Yeah.
fucking people getting
Winning all
awards.
these awards for helping out the black community in New York. Yeah.
And Mr. Misanthropic says sex.
Oh, is he on? Is he? I haven't even checked that, to be honest.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Misanthropic? What's up, fucker?
Going on, Skittles.
Yeah, come on, skills of your own. Come on.
But as I was saying though, man, like to your point, Tom, you're entirely right, dude. Here's the thing about Trump: the only color he cares about is the color green. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He cares about
Yeah.
money.
And
And
that's why he's actually doing all right in the economy, though, because he understands business, even though he has failed a couple of times, but he does understand business.
well, I tell you this much: he's the first sitting president to ever walk into North Korea.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I don't give
And
a
he-
fuck what anybody says about Trump, whether you're a MAGA guy or, you know, hashtag resistant on Twitter or whatever the fuck, and you're a blue check mark, dyed hair, fucking feminist cunt from hell. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot deny the simple fact that Trump did historic shit. He
Yeah.
literally, through trolling a fucking dictator.
Do you know
Trump,
how... Yeah, sorry. keep going.
he fucking trolled a dictator, the dictator of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, calling him Little Rocket Man and shit. And now
Yeah, that's it,
he walked into North Korea and did a historic thing in American history.
This is why, the left is a contradictive bunch of cunts, because they were like, oh, he's trying to start a war. And as soon as he brings peace, oh, he's fighting with a dictator. He's teaming up with a dictator. Make up your minds, people. Is he starting a war or is he trying to bring peace?
Yeah, man, I
You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
I noticed
I
that
think
too, man.
people say about the same thing about Iran as well. Even though Iran, even if he starts a war for Iran, that'll like destroy his presidency for 2020.
Oh, if he starts a war, he's gone. Because that's
Well,
why he
I
got voted in. That's
yeah.
why he got voted
Yeah.
in.
Dude, I'll say
He-
this much: if we would have had a Bush or even an Obama, well, maybe not Obama because he licked Iran's ass, but if we would have had a Bush, I tell you, if we would have had a Bush or a Clinton in office, whether it had been a
Right.
Bill or a Hillary, we'd have already been at war with Iran.
The American flag
Easily, yeah.
would already be in Tehran, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
The capital
We-
of Iran.
Yep, we would have had an American flag over to Iran by now. We certainly would have. But
It only took one. Remember 2003? It only took 1 week for him to get to Baghdad.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I was like, fucking hell. I knew the Americans were good. I was like, fucking hell, that's pretty good, Yanks.
yeah, I
1
know,
week
right?
and they're in Baghdad.
I
Yeah.
tell you, dude, and it's not just
Yeah,
you know
right.
it's not
All
my biased opinion as an American. I've seen the might of the United States military, dude, and it's truly something to behold.
Oh, yeah,
It really is.
I was in the reserves / army for 2 years, and we teamed up with the Yanks just doing practices and shit, man. The weaponry you guys have, man, it's fucking insane, man. It's fucking
You know,
crazy.
Tom, I got to tell you, man, you're gonna have to stop using that Y word,
What word?
Yanks.
Oh, sorry, man. So everyone calls you guys Yanks. I know you guys.
I
hate
know,
it,
dude,
but-
and as a Southerner, like that's what we call Northerners, Yankees.
I know, but everyone around the world, it's been around since World War One. We call you Yank.
I know, man, but us Southerners, fucking it puts
Yeah, I
a
know,
bad
I know,
taste
man.
in our mouth.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you guys fucking hate it. I just can't help it.
It's fine, dude. I'm giving you shit, buddy. I'm giving
But then
you
again,
shit.
we nickname every country. We call English people Poms, prisoner of Mother Society, because they're the prisoners of the Queen. You know what I mean? Like we call everyone. We've got nicknames for everyone.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, when I say Poms, basically only the English know what we're talking about. Because Australia, England have a bit of a rivalry, obviously, because they send
Yep.
us as prisoners. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yes,
They're all
sir.
good. It's all bullshit talk. There's no real harm in it. You know what I mean?
No, I wasn't seriously offended at it. I was just.
I know.
supposed to-
Anyway, I just can't help myself, man. Every time I think of Americans, I just say Yanks. I can't help myself.
Well, and we did it to ourselves too with the whole Yankee Doodle, went to town,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, and
yeah,
all that shit. Yeah. But I don't know, man. As far as Trump goes, like I really do like you were talking about it earlier, man, and it's the God's honest truth. Like I understand why people don't like Trump as a
The
person.
envelope. Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
Meth Queen, how you going?
Hi, Tom. This the camera's on. Here you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice fan you got there.
Hi. Okay, so this is Tom. He's the guy with the kangaroo and the gun.
Gay.
Oh, come on.
She called
Okay,
it gay.
guys.
Oh shit! Hello, Math Queen.
Hi, Scotsman. So this is the Scotsman. He's drunk, and it's 4:00 in the morning.
Hell yeah, brother.
This is my friend Maddie.
She's also drinking.
She's also drinking with you in solidarity.
Mm.
Why is my kangaroo gay?
Someone else.
Okay, all good.
Well, hello to
I'm
you,
just-
ladies, as well.
Yeah, Daniel's here
Oh,
too.
hey. What? That's Ginger Man Bad, right? Hi, Ginger.
No.
No.
It's Daniel Franklin or Tennessee Marine.
Yeah, Tennessee Marine, TM, Daniel, whichever you prefer, darling.
What the fuck?
Do I know you?
Darling.
I
No,
doubt it.
You've probably seen him around in the chat rooms and stuff, in the YouTube chat rooms.
Yeah.
The YouTube. The
Yeah.
YouTube. Is he 40 years old? The YouTube. Does he say the Facebook too?
Well, I don't know.
Well, actually, it did start with the Facebook, to be honest.
They come
It
in
actually did.
busting balls. I
And by
like
the way,
it.
I'm 37, so I'm not far off 40.
They come in busting balls immediately. I like this.
Oh yeah, well, Yanks, man, fucking Yanks. Yeah, I'm gonna use Yanks again. Fucking Yanks.
God damn you,
Fucking
Tom.
Yanks.
God damn you, Tom. Son of a bitch.
What?
Stuck up cunts. Oh shit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
So I'm trying to convince my friend here that she should go on Discord more because there's a lot of really interesting people to meet. So I'm showing her all of my amazing friends.
So far, you're not doing that great.
Oh my god!
Math Queen, you
yes.
count me as amazing, do you?
What?
You count me as amazing.
Oh look, that one's Peter.
Wait, who's the video chat dude? Who's that?
That's Peter.
Oh.
Oh, do you say dude? Do you say dude? Is it the
Yes,
dude?
it's- yes,
the
that's it,
dude?
dude. You want me to
Yeah,
say,
it's
hey,
the video
howdy,
chat
y'all,
dude.
too? Huh?
That one's Scotsman.
Yeah,
But
that
he's
one.
taking that one's Scotsman.
I'm doing it back, but Alex doesn't have video chat.
Here, hold on. Do you want me to put video chat on? There you go.
Don't put it on my face,
The
though.
chat is on.
Yeah, Doxer. Come on, Doxer.
You can see what my face looks like. Just go on my Instagram. Stop it,
Instagram.
you're
Oh my god.
Oh,
How old are you? How old are you? 15?
Guys, I'm
15?
angry.
no,
Instagram.
don't fingerhold the phone.
I just want to say I don't consent to being fingered right now. I don't approve.
What?
I don't consent to being fingered right now. I don't approve of this.
I will say I will say I don't consent either in case Blind Girl's watching. This, you know.
Hashtag me too.
You were in the army, Daniel. You must have got lonely a couple of times.
Hey,
The old
no.
finger?
I was in the Marines, motherfucker. I wasn't in the Army. Oh, shut that shit down right now, Mr. Kangaroo and KK. Hold the fucking phone. There's a big damn difference between the Marines and the Army over here,
Oh,
brother.
okay, sorry, Marines. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I agree with that. I
aren't
agree
the
with that.
Marines? Aren't the Marines the fucking insane ones?
Yes, we are actually. You're good. Yeah, you've definitely met a few of us, I see. For
Yeah, the
sure.
British have Marines. British have Marines as well.
Yes, the British Royal Marines, and that's what
Yep.
the United States Marines were based upon.
What the hell is happening?
No, they're
We
talking
just
about.
we just call ours diggers. We just call them diggers because it makes sense too because they you dig holes during the war.
Yep.
Box holes.
I used
We
to
just call
dig.
we call them diggers.
Nice. Learn something new every day.
Awkward silence.
Yeah.
What have you been up to,
Well,
Matt Green?
Oh, I'm just hanging out with my friend Maddie.
Fair enough.
Hello, Marty.
You ladies
Hello,
just
Marty. Can you
enjoy.
hear me?
Yeah, I heard Maudie. It ain't Maudie, it's Maddie. You gotta
I
say
said
it with
Maudie.
accent.
I said Marty. It's just my accent is weird.
Yeah, you gotta say Maddie.
Marty.
Maddie.
There you go.
There you go, partner.
There you go.
How you doing right in the fucking United States of America?
God,
Bring the back
don't,
people.
don't do American accents. Good lord, that's like me trying to do a Scottish accent. God,
Oh, I've tried to do
It
Scottish. I
didn't come
can't
that
do
bad
it.
in my head.
I don't know how to do an accent except my own.
Just go watch Braveheart. That's pretty much all they're doing.
You know what? You know what's funny? I don't think I've met a single Scottish person who actually likes Mel Gibson at his accent in that movie.
I don't think anybody likes Mel Gibson. They
You
just
know
kind
what
of
you
tell
can do?
him.
How
Yeah,
dare you? How dare you, madam? Mel Gibson is a national treasure. Excuse me? He was Mad
Excuse
Max.
me, no, that's Nicolas
Daniel.
Cage. You got the movies mixed up.
I like Nicolas Cage. He looks in the camera very strange, and he also has a pillow with
Nicol-
a space on it.
Nicolas Cage is the Nickelback of acting.
Oh, so true, so true.
To be honest, Mel Gibson's accent in that movie wasn't actually that bad. To be fair,
He
Really?
did it right, to be honest. He did it
Oh,
right.
yeah, it wasn't that bad. I've seen worse.
It sounds like he's like extra accenting himself.
He's
Like
not. He's just
Shrek
not.
Groundskeeper Willie is
Oh.
like Shrek Groundskeeper Willie is
Yeah.
worse.
Groundskeeper Willie.
That is interesting because most of the people, or at least that I know that are from Scotland, fucking really don't like his accent in that movie. They're not a fan.
I
but
heard the Jews love Mel Gibson.
I mean, at least he can do the kind of he can do that. It's like kind of, but not great.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Sounds
He's
fake.
technically not Aussie anyway. Technically, he was born in New Zealand. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I don't care.
But
He was motherfucking Mad Max, y'all. Leave Mel Gibson the fuck alone. That man has went through enough.
Yeah, that
Stop.
was an awesome movie. I don't care what anyone says, man. That was awesome.
Exactly.
You get it?
No, I didn't.
Yes, he has been through enough. We've seen Lethal Weapon 4.
Hey, Lethal Weapon was awesome. Okay, look, the Lethal Weapon movie started the whole like. I wish we had more Lethal Weapons movie. Then everyone might shut the fuck up about white people and black people. Back in the day, like you had white people and black people as cops killing criminals left and right, and no one gave a fuck about race. Now we got
Yeah,
the internet freaks out every time they change fucking an animated character skin color. Like I give a fuck about a mermaid being fucking white or black. Like,
Hey,
Right,
I care.
Daniel,
Because
the
you know what?
two
There's
Lethal
a Dutch
Weapon
tale.
films were
Yeah,
great.
it's a Dutch
I was
Tale
gonna-
one. And
well,
two,
hello,
when you go to Disney and you see Ariel, you know who you're gonna see? You're gonna see a freaking ginger. And you know what? Gingers are not black unless the black people have ginger weaves.
Hello,
But
Random
like it's a
Dude.
Dutch tale, just like they maintain Moana as a Pacific Islander. Mulan's Asian. They maintain the ethnicity. Ariel is a
Mulan's
Dutch tale.
Chinese.
You know
I
what?
know.
You know what? Here's the thing. If you guys want to give people like people of color, black people, Latino people, whatever, if you want to give them white people's hand-me-downs and let that be a victory for people of color, I'm totally fine with it. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
give them their own
If they want to
stories.
see that as a victory, them getting our hand-me-downs, fine.
Don't they have their own traditional stories anyway?
I feel like, and if it was
Yeah, Black
anything
Panther.
else besides a Little Mermaid, like if it wasn't Disney's The Little
Call it
Mermaid,
sirens.
if it was like a siren movie or even a
Pirates of the
mermaid
Caribbean.
a mermaid movie or a Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff with just the mermaids, I would be completely fine with that. But no,
Daniel.
they're putting
That's
this
got
character
their-
as a face character, and they're saying this is Ariel now, and that's not going to work really well for Disney, especially for the face characters.
Oh
I
no,
don't know
it'll
how
work
they're gonna pull
perfectly
that off.
fine. It'll still sell millions upon millions of dollars.
Oh,
But anyways, Tom, what were you gonna ask me?
I was going to say they have the historical story of Wakanda, mate. Come on, give him a break.
Right. Yeah. What Africa would have been like without white people? Totally. Yeah, it would have been Wakanda.
Welcome to that's just fucking Ethiopia. That's what that is.
Well, look, man. Like, here's the thing, dude. Like, if your life is so fucking easygoing that you give a fuck about, like, if your main
Oh, yeah.
concern is what a color of skin some animated character is, like, you're living on easy street, dude. I'm worried about like paying my bills and like
That's the
getting a bigger
problem with
house.
half the- That's the
shit.
problem with half the Western world. We've got it so fucking good now. We're just picking problems that aren't problems.
Amen to that, brother. Amen
Yeah.
to that.
That's how good we live right now. Fucking
Hey,
hell.
welcome, Angel.
Hey, opinionated Scotsman. Hey, there, Peter.
Hello, Angel.
He's crazy.
How you doing, Angel? I haven't spoken to you for a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, opinionated, but I've just been productive of getting the stuff packed up because I'm gonna be not. It's not that long before I move down to Arizona.
Nice.
Oh God, have fun with that, brother.
I'll
Hi,
be
Angel.
right back. I've just got to go put stuff in my eye.
Hey,
Alright.
Math Queen. Hello to you, Tom.
There you go, mate.
Wait, do you live in Australia, Tom?
No, I just got a kangaroo for no reason.
Well, it sounds like you have some form of Australian accent.
Kiwi. I'm Kiwi, man. I'm Kiwi. New Zealand.
He's
Yeah, of
from
course I'm
Oregon.
Aussie.
Mitch is a
Of course
fucking
I'm
New
Aussie. We've
Zealander.
spoken before. I mean, it's been months. Though. We've spoken before, but it's been months.
Tom fuck sheep is what he's saying.
No, that's Kiwis, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was
You say
the
you're Kiwi.
Welsh.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Welsh-
Kiwis are
Welsh
even
and the New
worse than the
Zealand-
Welsh. Trust me. There's more.
New Zealand
There's
is
more
the
sheep
Wales
in
of
New
the South.
Zealand than there is people.
New Zealand is the Wales of the South. That's what they
Yeah.
are.
They're fucking sheep shaggers. That's what they are.
I don't know how that happened.
What?
No, do I?
Why did someone just look at the sheep and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck that sheep?
Welsh and the fucking New Zealand.
Oh, are we talking about Muslims?
No, the Muslims. No,
No,
Muslims
they-
fuck the goats.
they-
Muslims fuck the goats, mate. Muslims fuck goats.
You see, this is why you have to make friends on the
I
internet.
literally made that joke.
Yeah.
and
Maddie's
anyway,
was really
remember that
surprised
one?
that
I whispered that joke to Alex, and then you said it.
And then anyway, fucking Daniel has probably disavow that one because he get arrested.
Oh yeah, you're in Scotland. Yeah, we disavow that joke. Yes.
This is my
We'll get in
shit.
trouble for that. Yeah, I keep forgetting, man. Sorry, my bad.
It's fine. As long as disavow, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you're on Scotsman's channel, so
What?
not all of the words that are spoken today do not reflect Scotsman and his channel. Please, Susan Wojcicki, spare Scotsman of anything that was said today.
Is this
Yeah,
recorded?
please spare me because I'm innocent of all crimes.
Oh shit.
No, wait. Why? Why?
Oh, 'cause
What?
they get in trouble.
Why-
They get in trouble
why
for
is
stuff
this
over there
on
for saying things. Yeah.
Why is this on YouTube?
Hmm.
Scotsman.
Are you trying to be
interesting,
famous? That's why you're taking
interesting-
this gay.
No,
What?
that's Tom. You're
Oh,
messing up two
wow.
people.
Wow. I thought it was the same person.
No, we're
One's
talking
got a
about-
Scottish flag. One's got a kangaroo. You can't differentiate between the accents.
Anyway,
Listen.
Tennessee, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was going to say, I've actually, obviously with me being formerly known as Tennessee Marine and all that shit, like I actually have been to Afghanistan, and I'm going to tell you right now, the whole like goat fucking thing, that's not just a meme.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
We've done it.
What?
I've done a string with Ginger Man Bad, and we've got pictures of the actual military, U.S. military. You know, what do they call these things? It's black and white, but it's like the from the drones and stuff.
oh yeah,
they're
it's
they're
heat
fucking
vision
goats and shit. They are fucking goats. It's true.
Well, I tell
We've
you
got it
this:
on camera.
we would have to do what's called standing posts, which means we are in a fortified, like it's basically plywood with a bunch of sandbags piled all the way around it on an elevated position, and you're given a sector of area to guard. Basically, you're in a elevated, armored,
mountains and
somewhat
stuff.
position. Yeah, and you got a machine gun normally on a big mount in the post, and it's all open so that way you can shoot out of the post and everything, and you can see everything. But at night, you would, as OSP operate or SOP, standard operating procedures. The SOP was to attach night vision sights on the machine gun on the post. I've actually been looking down the machine gun using the night vision goggle or the night vision optic on it, and I've seen this little village like in front of my post, and there would be a guy 2-3 o'clock in the morning come out to where the sheep was, and pull his pants down and and get the business.
It's actually real.
Oh,
It's true, man.
yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yep. And you've
that.
never seen a motherfucker run until you've seen him on you're like, and it is so dark you cannot imagine how dark it is. Like you cannot see your hand in front of your face dark. And you have never made a motherfucker run faster than being like, "Hey, go fucker! What are you doing? Motherfucker!
I'm
Pull
probably
your brother out of them!"
just about that one because they're peaceful and amazing.
No.
Because they get arrested.
Yeah, the religion of pieces, mate. The religion of pieces. It's all good.
No, religion of peace. They're very peace. They're very
No,
peaceful.
religion of
People
pieces.
who won't hurt anybody. They're very peaceful.
Body piece here, body piece over there.
Anyway,
I've made that dude fall over himself because he was running, trying to pull his little pants up and shit. He tripped and fell over
Oh,
himself.
fucking hilarious, mate.
Oh, poor sheep. Poor goats.
Oh my god.
Oh Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it sounds like a
I
Welsh
don't wanna.
travesty.
I don't even want to imagine what they sound like when you. Oh, those poor
The
goats.
silence of the lambs.
I don't think it'd be silent
God,
to the lambs, to be honest. It wouldn't be silent to the lambs.
What would it be?
Oh, I don't even want to say.
Fucking the lamb.
Well, I mean, you got to imagine if the sheep or the goats is quiet, are you not doing a good enough job?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Oh.
Better be screaming out if you're going to do it. It better be screaming out.
yeah, you're not packing the right equipment, I guess. You know.
Yeah, didn't fucking pleasure it in the right way.
Oh, shit. That's good.
Yeah, no wonder they're doing it with their sheep. You know, the wives ain't you know, they ain't fucking moaning and everything. So yeah, I got to go to the sheep. Got to go to the goats.
Anyway, I guess that's the same. The fucking
How the
white
fuck
things.
did we get to
Start
this?
fighting them enough.
I don't fucking know Muslims. You know, that's Muslims led to this, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Don't go
Such
fight.
an easy joke to go.
Yeah, I
No,
was gonna say just
goats
about.
butt.
Oh,
Actually, I've got something worse. I've got something worse.
what?
In Haiti, there was this area that we were sleeping in, and we made like our position basically. And we would go on mounted patrols, meaning we were in military vehicles patrolling a large area of an area of land. And there was this one river. Well, it wasn't even a river. It was like a mid-sized creek, pretty much a creek, as it's called down here, down south. And I've literally seen people fishing. You drive like less than 500 feet, you'd have someone pooping in it, and then on down the stream, you'd have someone cleaning their clothes.
Ew.
And that stream was going down that way.
Sounds like
To be honest, I've seen worse.
I
I
have
mean, hey,
that.
all cultures are equal, you know.
To be honest, I've seen worse.
Oh God, I can't imagine. Let's hear it.
Ew.
I mean, to be honest, the shitting in a fucking creek just sounds commonplace in Scotland.
Mm.
Oh, damn.
Wait, really?
Yeah, but Scotland, anything can happen in Scotland.
Hang on, don't you date a Scottish guy, Math Queen?
No, he's British.
Oh, Brit. Oh, he's English, is he? I don't know the difference, but Scotsman. I'm just saying, is he English? Is he?
Yeah, he's from
Okay.
England.
Yeah, because technically, if he was British, he'd also be Scottish. Technically, if he was British, he could be Scottish
Yeah.
as well. So yeah.
That's what I mean. But yeah, but he's English, isn't he?
Yeah, he's English.
That's literally the third time you said
I
it.
don't know what he is. He's just cute, and I'm dating him. All right, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, nicely said. Thank you.
Can be fucking worse. I'm fucking dating a fucking Canadian. So yeah.
Oh yeah, poor bugger.
Mm.
Then again, you're both
hey.
social justice countries, though. So it makes
And I'm
sense.
back.
Hey, what's up, Peter?
What makes it even better is you can't see what I fucking look like because he's blind. It's even better.
Wait, who are you dating?
Blind girl.
Well, okay.
No, she's actually blonde, and she's a girl, and her name's Blonde Girl on YouTube.
Gay.
Huh.
She's
Well,
Gay.
Exactly. My mom's blonde.
Oh no.
Well, love will find a way, and all that, you know.
Wait a second. Who are you dating, Daniel?
His computer.
I don't date.
Just say your right hand, mate. Just say your right hand. That's all.
No, I don't need
That's
to.
what I'm
Right,
right
Daniel,
now.
who are you currently sticking it inside of?
Yes, that's a much better question, actually. I have several female companions that I spend time with, and they're lovely ladies, but I don't date.
You're
No.
a whore.
Oh wait.
He's a whore.
No.
That's what he's trying to say.
No.
Well,
he's just-
they only
No.
pay me in affection and blowjobs, but I mean, if that's payment,
Yeah,
then yeah, sure, I'm a whore.
That's the definition.
No,
Isn't that
look,
the
you-
best payment? Isn't that the best
It's-
payment?
Mhm.
To
It's
be honest,
the
that's more than what I
lady.
get.
You're
Well, I mean,
a ladies
yeah.
man. That's how you say it.
A
It's
lady
the
paid man.
Lady man. Ladies man. He's smooth with the
And
ladies.
I doubt that.
No.
He's on Discord.
I think a lady man is a different term that you guys are not wanting to call me because no, that means different. A lady man is no, I'm not that.
You're just
No,
a
we
caveman.
know
You hit him
what
over
we
the
mean. We know what
You're
we
a
mean.
caveman. You hit him over the top with a fucking a club, and you just take him home, don't you?
Well,
way you do
to be fair, I do live in Knoxville, and the University of Tennessee is in Knoxville, so it's literally a college party town. So the only thing I have to do is drive 10, 15 minutes down the road, and it's literally bar, nightclub, McDonald's, bar. So
I assume you just fucked the fucking communist out of them. Then.
Well, I tell you, Scott, it's Scotsman, it's nothing unusual to go to a nightclub, and so long as you treat women halfway decent and look kind of good and know how to talk to women, it's
You go home
nothing.
lonely.
Don't forget, you got to buy that drink first. So you got to buy that drink
on all
first.
3 of those.
What?
Buy that drink first, and you'll be alright.
Wait, no. You don't need money to pick up women. I can be broke as fuck and still get a girl to come home with me. That's nothing.
Why are you single?
I choose to be single. Why buy the cow? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Oh,
Anyway, hello, Skittles.
gay. That's not gay. That's the opposite of gay.
She's just busting your balls, man. I'm sorry.
Who's that?
It's fine, ladies. It's fine.
Who's that? Yeah, you.
Jumped into.
What the hell are you?
It's the Late Late
Mister,
Show.
how you going, bro?
You know
What's
what they're
up?
doing, MM? They're giving me shit because I don't date women. I just bang them.
Is there something wrong with that?
I don't.
He lives in Tennessee. It's probably all his cousins.
Oh,
Daniel,
wow.
Daniel,
That
I'll
was,
be honest
that
with you,
was
I
actually
didn't.
good. That was fucking
Low blow.
feisty. I
Low
like
blow.
this girl.
Daniel,
Do all
I
your
didn't
exes
find
live in
the fucking-
Texas? Is that why you hang your hat in Tennessee?
She's just flirting, Daniel. She wants a piece of the meat. It's all good.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I told her I didn't have a problem taking women home, she started busting my balls. a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
know.
more.
Hey, yeah.
I know what it
She
is.
wants
I
yeah.
know what it is. It's all good.
Daniel, I didn't plan on fucking getting a fucking relationship. It just kind of happened. If that makes sense. It just happened.
Yeah. Hey, this ain't my first rodeo on the internet. That's fine. Go ahead, keep talking. sweetheart.
The relationship just kind of happened,
I'll,
you know.
I'll fucking drink to that shit.
Oh, to be honest, like
Oh,
fucking.
finish that.
I mean,
Finish
my
that
fucking,
beer.
fucking.
This isn't a beer.
You need to catch up.
Mr. Mr. Probably is my fucking.
Trust me, I've been fucking drinking. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Amateur.
You're a fucking. You're a fucking modest counselor though.
Well, you know, me drinking has nothing to do with me being a marriage counselor. I'm a better marriage counselor when I'm drinking.
Why is your hat 4 out of 5 stars?
Fucking modest counselor.
What was that, Scotty?
I'm saying you're meeting Bango's modest counselor.
I am. I'm also the one who internet married you to.
Skittles.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. That
Skittles.
was good.
Is that a Metaca hat you've got on?
It is a Medicare hat.
That's right. Oh,
What?
that's cool.
What?
Medicare hat. Mr. Medicare is
Mr.
Medicare.
Medicare, Jim.
Mr. Medic is amazing, man. Fucking love his shit.
Yeah, he
He's amazing.
Everyone thinks I stole my. Everyone thinks I took my fucking name from me. Everyone thinks I took my fucking name from him, even though I actually came up with the name when I was drunk one night, like at least 6 months before I even knew Medicare existed.
I never thought of that. I never thought of that once, man, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it was before I even knew Medicare existed. I came up with the name.
Yeah. Didn't Jim take his name from an old shit posting forum?
Yes. Yeah. He just took the name Medicare to annoy Haberman, the dude who founded the site, who got a very bad case of trolls remorse, and then became a giant fucking faggot.
No, I thought the reason why it was Mr. Medicare was because the guy that was trying to diss him had Tourette's and couldn't say his name right. So the first thing he said was, instead of mediocre, he said Medicare.
I think
That's where the name of the website came from, was because someone tried to say a mediocre and it came out Medicare. That's where the name of the website came from. But Jim is named after the website just to piss off Haberman.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who any of these people are besides Mr. Medicare, to be honest.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You shut your pretty mouth.
Daniel. Is the bloke you often see, right? Whenever Jim puts an actual picture and claims it's him, that's Haberman.
Oh, the guy smiling with sunglasses?
Yeah, that's Haberman. I actually have
Oh.
an account with that picture on it.
Anyways, guys, I'm on 5% on my phone. I have to go home.
Okay, bye,
I'm right
Mark.
now with my friends.
Take
so-
care.
Quinn.
Look,
Bye,
safe
ladies.
journey
Take-
home. And Maddie,
Yeah.
if she's drank too much, don't let her go home.
Oh, no, she's
Marty,
fine.
you know what?
She's
You
definitely
just must be sick, and you'll feel better.
Make good decisions.
From
Too late.
Knoxville.
That's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
You just say everything is gay.
Marty,
Yeah,
Marty,
no.
Marty,
No,
you're
no.
sick.
Get a new saying, would you?
No.
Marty,
Listen,
Marty.
wait. The guy that just vaped. Do you drive a Subaru?
One
No.
thing is, Marty, Marty.
No, I vape because I'm trying to quit smoking. Because I was a 2-pack. Because I used to smoke 2 packs a day of Marlboro Reds.
Vaping is
Bravo.
getting it. Marty,
You want a cookie?
Marty, if you're sick,
I want a fucking cookie.
What?
I'll take a
One
fucking
thing,
cookie.
Marty.
Goddamn, I've been drinking for
I
like
can't hear. What?
I've been drinking
Marty,
for almost
Marty,
8
you're
hours now. I love a
Okay, what's
cookie.
what's
If
Marty?
you're sick-
What's
if
Marty's
you're
name?
sick, it's just your body clean yourself for more drink.
What?
If you're sick, it's just your body clearing itself for more drink of alcohol.
Oh, I'm already gonna drink more once Alex goes home.
Oh my
I like
god.
that idea.
It makes me sleep better. Pass out.
Hey, same. Alcohol's the reason. Getting drunk is the way I sleep because I
Same
get
here.
tested. I get tested for drugs in my job. So
Oh my
Alcohol's
god.
amazing.
Okay, so 5% on my phone, guys. You know, I'm gonna convince her to just, get on Discord.
They
for
don't want to
herself.
talk to me.
Yes,
I'm
of course they do.
I trolled
Okay.
all of them.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
guys,
That's not
who
trolling,
wants to
that's not
continue
trolling.
talking with this
You
wonderful
know what I mean,
Maddie?
Ash.
Marty's tough to beat.
I'm still waiting for my motherfucking cookie. I'm just saying. I've been over here. waiting
There's another
patiently.
word for that. Go call your lady bitches for it.
hey, Daniel,
My,
it's
my
fucking
lady,
cookie.
wait, hold on a minute there, darling. My lady bitches give me something a lot better than a cookie. But you said, "Who wants a cookie?" I said, "I wanted one." Don't be a rude bitch. Give me a cookie.
Yeah, give the man a goddamn cookie.
Go to Walmart.
Nobody deserves a cookie more than him.
He didn't do anything.
I have 5% on my back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't done anything.
It did do
I have-
something.
I have-
Something. When I was in Knoxville, this motherfucker gave me a cigarette.
Yeah, that's something.
Go sober up, boy.
Oi, stop. Calm down.
What to do? God damn it!
No, there's
I
nothing.
lo- I'm loving. I'm so loving the fact that I decided to join this stream now. Thank you.
Goodbye.
But good night, guys. Oh,
See you, Math Queen.
Good
Okay,
night,
bye.
ladies. Bring
See you,
cookies.
Bye, Martin.
Good night,
thank
ladies.
you. Thank you.
See you, Maddie.
Bye,
By the way.
Maddie.
See you, Maddie too. Yeah, see you, Maddie.
Ugh,
Oh,
Yeah.
any more of that,
that was our
shit.
female interaction for the day.
Yep.
On here, I mean, on here.
Speak
We
for
had-
yourself, dude.
No, my day's only started, and I'm getting off my face later. It's all good.
Like I said,
Fucking 1 p.m. here, mate. It's only 1 p.m.
I
here.
linked to other females, but they just didn't join.
Yeah. The dog was on for a while. And she left.
Yeah, and then she
Yeah,
just
Thought
left.
was there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I do love that whenever you tell a woman you're just like, no, I don't date, I just fuck women who want to
Yeah.
fuck me. Like, why do you do that? Duh.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Why
well-
wouldn't you do that?
Yeah,
Give me a
so,
fucking reason.
so we don't have to put up with your bullshit.
Exactly. It's a lot harder to convince a girlfriend to get the fuck out of your house and you're annoyed with hearing her shit than it is like a fuck buddy. Like, okay, we're
yeah.
good. I got mine, you got yours. High five. Time to go. Bye bye.
Shit,
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
That's how it was in fucking Knoxville, man. Yeah, and also, dude, that's why you always go to their house. So that way you can leave when you're done and no one overstays their
Oh,
welcome.
yeah.
Honestly, I just got put in a fucking awkward. I'm in a fucking awkward situation right now
Why?
Well, nothing
What's
wrong with
happened?
that.
because blind girl. That's why I'm just like, you know what?
We can easily leave with a blind
How
girl,
is
mate.
that a horrible situation, Scott?
I'm gone for how long? And this shit's already happening. What the fuck happened while I was gone?
Well, what I'm saying is I'm just in an awkward situation because
He means because of distance and everything.
Oh, right.
Oh.
what I'm saying is like because you're saying like, oh, like fuck buddies and stuff. I'm like, well, I was gonna say I love you and yeah.
You can make jokes, man. I don't think blind
I
girls going
love
to
you
care.
too,
you know.
Scotsman. I love you.
I would say I love you, but I don't love anyone. But I don't love anyone. And also, because a guy to say that he loves another dude is fucking gay.
Now, you know what, Gil? You fucking
Unless both parties are absolutely shit faced.
Gil,
unless you're dying, man. Unless you're dying.
No, I got no problem in the world. I'm comfortable in my heterosexuality. I'm totally fine with telling a buddy of mine I love him. You got to tell your friends you love them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I could have a buddy of mine
gay
who's
to
one
me,
of my
Yank.
best. Well, fuck you, cunt. I could have a buddy of mine who's one of my best friends, and I see him, I'm like, love you, buddy, and he could go die in a fucking car at that night, man. You never know. Life's short.
You know, cunt means friend here, don't you?
Well, I mean, that
To be
is.
fair,
I mean, that is true.
Hold on. That is right. You motherfuckers use cunt like we use shit over here in the U.S. That is right.
Cunt means friend down here, man. There's nothing wrong with saying cunt down here.
reason
All right,
you
hold
would
on.
say to another man, "I love you," and that's because it makes them uncomfortable.
Well, no, like I think you could be like,
And
all
that's
right,
why
man.
I do it to Scotsman, because I know it makes his skin crawl.
Well, if you're comfortable in your
I would
sexuality.
never. I would
Love
never.
you, Scotsman.
Love you, Scotty.
Love you too, Tom. Love you too, Gil.
God damn it. Well, I mean, I wouldn't. It's not
We all
something.
love you,
It's
Scotty.
not something like you throw out all the time, especially to your male buddies. But it's definitely something like, all right, man, safe travels, love you, buddy, have a good one, peace out. You know, something like that. I don't know.
I mean,
I ain't got no problem with it.
Well, I mean,
To be honest.
to be fair, I said something pretty similar to my friend who just left. And also Maddie in the chat calls us nerds and says,
See in the
Math
chat.
says hi.
See in the fucking chat.
She also needs a wrench, Scotty.
And then we
No,
got,
don't give that
Is
rent.
it-
Don't give
is
that
it-
rent a rent. Fuck that.
All right, listen here, little Maddie lady. Until I get a cookie, you are enemy number one. All right, bring me my fucking cookies. All right, or at least a cookie, and I'll be satisfied. All right.
Doesn't
Thank you.
cookie mean pussy in America, by the way? Doesn't it? I mean,
No,
Yes.
no, it really
Also,
no.
well, sometimes.
Who the fuck have
There we
you
go,
been
one
having
minute,
sex
I've got
with that
another
calls her
story, so yeah.
vagina a cookie, bro?
Was it
who the
Nookie
fuck
or was
did
it
you
Nookie?
pick?
Is it? Is it
Ripper.
Nookie? Is it? Nookie.
Rippers, that's who.
Jesus.
and Jack
Who-
Ripper
I-
says nerds. Jack
Is it
Ripper's
Nookie
calling
then?
us nerds.
Nookie or cookie?
Yeah, it's Nookie. I've heard Nookie.
Nookie. Sorry. Oh, I don't live in America.
Oh,
Fucking hell.
shit. What up, Jack?
Yeah, Jack Ripper's calling us nerds.
Dude.
I have never heard in my entire life a fucking woman calling that shit a cookie or having
No,
a
I
dude.
got it close
All right.
enough, man. CNN. That's all the
Dude,
difference.
TM, you were a Marine. How have you never heard a stripper call her pussy a cookie?
I've never fucking heard that in my entire life, dude. Like, I don't know who the fuck
How?
you've been hanging around, but never, not once.
Hey, Jack, we're not Jack. Other than fucking Skittles, we are not nerds.
Hey, fuck you. I'm not a goddamn nerd.
You're a geek.
Jack,
So
the rest of us are not nerds. Fucking Mr. Frovic is a nerd. That's it.
Well, I don't know.
How,
There's
how,
only,
the fuck,
there-
how the fuck am I a nerd?
well,
Because
Emma,
nerds look like-
He's all
there's
upset.
only been
Wait,
one
wait.
person who has been with people who've been with women that call their vaginas cookies. So I don't know. Like, you're the odd denominator on this.
Well, I live on the
subject.
bottom of the fucking
Well,
planet,
she
mate.
was,
Give me a
she
break.
was a fucking stripper.
Skittles,
She was a
Skittles,
fucking stripper. What's up, Pete?
Skittles. Who was schooling Blind Girl on Dungeons and Dragons the other night?
Oh,
Exactly.
Oh, so he is a nerd. So he
How
is a
the fuck
nerd.
does that make me a nerd?
Oh, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you might be a nerd, mate.
Hey,
Because nerds
fuck,
play that,
hey,
that's
fuck,
why.
hey, fuck you. Hey, fuck you. You get a bunch of drunk assholes all playing Dungeons and Dragons together. It's a great goddamn afternoon. And then we all go out to the bar.
Yeah,
That's
keep
what you should call your
telling
next stream. You should call it Drunken Nerds. That's what you should call it.
Well, yeah.
and you also like fucking musicals as well.
There's nothing wrong with appreciating musicals. It's three goddamn musicals, guy. I have fun with fucking culture.
Settle down. I am learning. I've actually met this dude in my hometown for that fight that never happened. I was telling you about, and I'm learning so much more about him just on this stream alone that I never knew.
Well, while you learn in Knoxville, I can fucking knock back some drinks.
Oh
You're
yeah.
getting a fucking cigarette now.
If anyone has a fucking cigarette, I'll take one.
As I'm about to light up a Marlboro Red. Actually,
I hate
Right.
Just,
Skittles.
hold on. There needs to be something on like Uber Eats except for like cigarettes and booze.
Hey, do
You know what?
regret
I
giving him a cigarette now,
will-
Daniel?
Do what?
Do you regret giving him a cigarette now?
Maybe I should have never said hi to him. Maybe.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. This dude showed up.
Daniel,
This dude
gave a
showed up.
fag.
Oh yeah, you guys call it fag over there. That is right.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, I'm one of those people. If I've got cigarettes and someone wants to bum one off of me, I got no problem. Like, I got
Yeah.
fucking money. I can always.
Yeah, same here.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, Daniel, man. And next time I'm in Knoxville, I got a round of drinks for us.
Oh, I appreciate it, bud.
Round of drinks on me, man.
Well, I gotta
Let's
admit,
go.
I know this dude from, of course, Gulf City and stuff like that. And literally, like, I walk into the Knoxville Civic Coliseum, which is fucking beautiful and it's awesome
It
for
is.
events if you ever get to go there. And the
It
actual
is. It's really
MMA
nice.
cage, the way it was set up was really fucking awesome. But I just kind of, scan my environment, military guy. I like to see who's around me and where the exits are and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden I see this fucking sign, Kumite closed due to age. And I was like, I bet I know that motherfucker right up there.
Yup,
go
the
down.
sign that's framed right behind me.
Anyway, Seattle's fucking Jack to River agrees with you. Only 3 musicals: Count One, Annie, and Oklahoma and Greece.
Wait a sec, Rent as well.
Well,
I don't
okay.
like Rent.
Okay,
I
well, yeah, add Annie to that then. It's Phantom of the Opera, Oklahoma, Grease, and Annie. That's 4 musicals. That's
You
not.
ever been to Scotland?
I was already added to that.
Have you
Oh,
ever
wait,
been
wait,
to a
hold on,
musical?
hold on. I
Scotland?
got a
Yeah.
question. I got a question, lads. I got a question for all of you. Do you count, if we're talking about musicals, are you counting stuff like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang or Mary Poppins and shit like that that has singing in it?
No.
Okay, well
Right.
then that doesn't count then, I guess. But
Okay,
yeah, as far as
My history
if
with
you-
musicals is I've seen Rent and Phantom of the Opera live. I've also auditioned for a role in Rent and for one in Greece. And next month, I might be going to see Book of Mormon.
dude, you should do voiceover work. I don't hate your voice. I could put some earphones in and listen to like an historical account of, the Moors or something.
Daniel,
I
I
actually-
do voiceover work. You fuck.
Nice. There you go, bud. Didn't know a fucking thing about you. Just some random dude on the
Hey.
internet, and you're already
Hey.
doing what I
Hey, Peter,
I love how you
Peter,
keep saying
I'm-
it's just some random dude on the internet.
Peter, I actually played a role in Phantom of the Opera.
Well, to be honest, aren't we all just random people on the internet, lads?
Pretty sure we
That
are.
is true.
Pretty sure we are.
Mhm.
That is a very valid point.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk, like, I get what musicals are, but if you look at like Mary Poppins, or I don't know if you guys know the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I
yeah.
remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah, I've heard of it at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like those, and if you're gonna count Grease as a musical, Grease has actual acting interlaid with singing. So, like, why
Yeah.
shouldn't like Mary Poppins or Grease be, or not Grease, but Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, because they have acting, but they also have musical numbers in them.
I
Why are
can't
those
believe no one's mentioned Rocky Horror yet, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Little Shop of Horrors. That's another good one.
yeah, Little Shop
Yes,
of
if I can
Horrors.
stay for it, maybe I guess as well.
Let's do
Well-
the time walk.
Well, here's the thing, man. I don't like admitting that I like Rocky Shop or fucking God. What was it? You just said it.
Rocky Horror.
Little
Yeah,
Shop
Rocky
of Horrors. Oh,
Because
Rocky
it
Horror.
seems like that. It seems like if you admit that you like that, it's so hipsterish to admit that you like that nowadays because it's grown
Oh,
in
no.
popularity thanks to the LGBTQIA WLMOP movement. I guess
It's back. It's on tour over here again.
I'd love
Yeah,
to.
it was down here last year. My parents went to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've honestly
Yeah,
never
yeah,
been to a
yeah,
musical
yeah.
unless you count
Oh,
school
um,
bullshit.
Let's count then. The Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds, because I have seen that.
War of the
Would you
Worlds
put
was
that
a
down to
musical.
I don't really know. I don't know if I have an opinion on that. To be fair,
I read the book, but I haven't. But I didn't know that it was a musical.
Right. The
Also musicals that I also read the book for. Oliver.
yeah. Well, it's a
You read
classic,
one,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's Charles Dickens.
Yeah,
So-
that's a fucking classic. It's basic. At least when I was in school, it was basically required that you read.
you know
that.
what? You guys make you all might make fun of me for this, but I'm going to admit something. as far as like bucket list shit is concerned, I would not hate to go to Europe and see an actual opera, like with opera singers and shit like that, and they hit like a historical, like not Broadway or some shit like that, because that's in America, like some opera house in like fucking I don't know Brussels or fucking Germany or
Venice,
some shit.
probably
like
be Venice or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
that. Yeah, or
Wouldn't that be
something
where
like that.
they-
Man.
Yeah.
See, I kind of went.
Closest to opera I would say that I've experienced is Roger Waters' Tsar era.
Mm.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is-
when-
but
yeah,
it-
this is
it-
My
it's
Fair
an opera,
Lady.
but it's-
And now
Dude,
I can't place that, but I can like the name rings a bell. It really does.
yeah.
Jack Nicholson is My Fair Lady.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was across the pond, I kind of wish I'd been able to see something like that. But I mean, I did get to see Notre Dame before it fucking burned.
Yeah, that would have been good to see, man. That would have been good to see.
Yeah, I did get to see that. And what Eiffel Tower and Mona Lisa, way overrated. Venus de
Even
Milo
the,
and Venus de Milo and the rest of the Louvre, definitely worth the trip.
Although,
Did
to be
you
honest,
go to Italy?
I'm
'Cause
pretty
I
sure
wouldn't
people-
mind seeing the Vatican, man, because that's got.
Oh,
some crazy shit there.
I did go to Italy. I saw the Vatican.
Yeah,
It
that'd
was
be pretty
yeah,
cool to go see.
yeah, it was. We went on me and my brother. We went there. We kind of went on a bad day because it was a day that the Pope was speaking, so most of the tours were closed off. But I did get to see St. Peter's Bastille or
Yep.
Basilica, whatever the fuck it's called.
Skittles.
But yeah,
I used to live in Italy.
oh yeah, dude.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Although, to be
Where-
honest, I'm pretty sure most people like fucking flying me off of this. Like, I like Robbie Williams.
Mm. Well, I mean, all y'all talking about like going and seeing old historical shit. I just want to go across the pond and sling dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Daniel, what's the point in fucking traveling for that? Because apparently you've got a harem.
Well, here's the thing, man. I like
You got Maddie now. You got Maddie. It's all good.
no. Here's the thing. If you get to go overseas, I want to. It's like a Baskin Robbins. Like I want to try one of every flavor. I want to try a German broad. Well, I've already had a German girl from Germany, but like an Italian bitch. You know, a fucking Norwegian chick. You know, just go from country to country, just slinging dick across Europe. You know, it'd be nice.
By the way, fuck Amsterdam. Anything
Taste the local flavor, if you will.
I had a
Hey,
Dutch slash. She was half Dutch, half Malaysian. She came down here. Fucking the most exotic looking girl I've ever seen in my life, man. Fuck,
Dude, I will
good
tell you.
girl.
I will tell you something. I will admit this right now, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. Like, as far as because I'm a big fan of MMA, obviously, just based upon how I act and the kind of dude I am. But I will say this much: as far as female MMA fighters, Australian girls are some of the hottest MMA fighters I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
I'm not
Dude.
gonna lie, man. We got some good looking broads down here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like in a fucking place where everything can kill you. It's like the women just got really fucking hot because they were all these crazy fucking prisoner broads who just, fucking mated and bred with nothing but, Irish and Scottish and UK fucking prisoners. And they
Irish
just
and English
really
mainly. Australia's mainly Irish and English. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, English would mean like fucking UK as a whole.
No, I mean Irish. Australia's mainly English and Irish. The way we started.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a fucking prison colony.
Yeah. That's where I don't mind because my state's Irish and we were all free settlers in my state, so you can't call me a fucking convict.
Although Tom, look, the Scottish wrote your national anthem.
I don't care. I don't really like my national anthem, to be honest, man. It's pretty shit, to be honest.
To be fair, the Australian national anthem is
It's fucking shit, man. There's so many better songs we could have picked, and we just didn't pick them. And I don't mean they're actual songs.
Written by a Scottish guy. That's what they did.
just
That's what sucks.
Tom, just lobby your political offices to get. I come from a land down under to replace it.
Oh man, I'd love that, man. Every time we're in the pub,
Yes.
man, and that song comes on, every guy just looks at each other. They go, "Are we going to do it?" And we just start going crazy, man. That song comes on.
Hell yeah.
I come from a land down under.
Well,
dude,
we have a very similar thing where I'm from in Tennessee. Anytime Rocky Top gets played, you'll see
Oh yeah,
people
yeah.
in Tennessee.
See,
Just when that
that's
song
how it
comes
was. That's how it was on New Year's when at the bar I got the DJ to play America. Fuck yeah.
But as
But
you were
I
saying,
do-
Daniel,
I do
as
think
you was
that-
Loman or something gets played here.
Daniel, as you were saying, doesn't matter where you're from, like especially like I'm talking about like the old British countries. And yes, I'm going to include you in British, even though you hate the British because you defeated them. You go to a different country, and your accent will pick you up chicks no matter what.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
Americans, if I do it, it'll work. If the British go somewhere else, it'll work. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
works.
Dude,
I'm
I
pretty
tell you
sure-
what,
I'm
like
pretty sure
you.
if I went to America, like when I kill, I'd get like some amount of.
Oh
chick.
yeah,
Yes,
you
dude, I'm
do
telling
better.
you,
You would do better in
both-
America than your own country. You just would.
Like all three of you, both opinionated Scotsman, Peter and Tom, if you lads ever came to the United States, chick would be like, "Oh my fucking god! Like, please
Oh
talk,
yeah.
please fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, say it again. Oh my god, you're so cute."
And the
You know?
same, as you go to Britain or Australia, you'll pick up too because you've got the American accent.
Mhm.
I
Well,
do-
not
work.
only do I have an American accent, I have a Southern American accent. And I tell you what, and I'm not bragging on myself, but I'm just saying the gospel truth here. If you get a couple of shots of Irish whiskey in me, these blue eyes look at you and call you darling, you're coming home with me. It just happens. It just goes down that way.
Yeah, I think
Whether or not you want
I
to.
realized face and then the fucking kilt that would like definitely pick up like women that easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying I would, blind girl. I'm just saying, I could.
I'm just letting you know, lady.
Just-
There's
just-
other women out
wait.
there for me.
Yeah, what you
just
say that
got
just in
one thing.
case she's watching?
Yeah.
I've just got one thing I want to say to Scotsman right now.
What?
Can you dig it, sucker?
Oh, don't fucking color my skin here.
When I wake up, well, you know I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, Daniel, you've not seen my 100 so special.
Did you Scotsman, did you notice they got a shot in you on Ghost Poo earlier?
Did they? They always do.
Yeah.
I was watching
Sinatra
Ghost
did
Poo and I didn't
the-
notice.
Yeah, Sinatra did the music game, and he used that.
Oh, I dipped
Drunken
out when
Uncle said, "Is the next line? Well, at least I show my face."
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Tennessee-
dipped out. I dipped out during the game because Sanut said that chat was going to be disqualified for it. So I said, fuck it. If you're going to screw over chat, then I'm just going to dip out. And also because that was when Blind Girl dropped the Hangout link.
And Daniel, if you'd seen the fucking my 100 so special, you don't understand what that means.
There
I had
is,
to do the- I had to
there
look
is a
just at
short,
David
condensed version of it
and
on
sing
my
that
channel
song.
as well.
It's definitely worth the watch.
Duly
Yeah,
noted.
I love you, Scotty, but yeah, it's definitely worth the watch.
In fact,
Well,
hang on,
As
I'll
far as
find
like
it.
you all were, I guess we all were talking about accents earlier. It is kind of odd how, like, you can grow up in a region or an area, whether it be a completely different country or in the United States, like a different region, whether it's the Midwest, the South, whatever, and what you're so used to hearing other people sound so like they think it's the most attractive shit in the world, like especially like Southern women, like Southern belles, like like howdy y'all, like oh my god sweetie, like stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
to me
much.
that's annoying as fuck, like to be honest. Like I hate hearing Southern women talk unless it's like a sweet old lady or something like that. But you get Southern girls going to like California or some shit, like those dudes eat that shit up. It's so fucking it's
Yeah.
weird.
It's pretty
It's-
much true.
Yeah, I guess it's like the exotic factor of it. It's like, hey, this broad is from somewhere where I'm not.
Hmm. But at the same time,
That's
Southern
my theory on it.
like some accents piss me the fuck off. Like if I hear like an Asian accent, that ching chong ching shit, and it's like I can't understand you, I don't fucking like it.
Oh, hello, generic Chinese restaurant. What you want?
Yeah.
Hello, cryptic.
It could be the hottest fucking chick in the world, and if she's like, "Hello, how are you? You're so handsome," or some
You know,
shit.
it's really
I'm
weird.
like, "Bitch,
You want to freak
no."
yourself out? Go listen to
No.
yourself on a stream one time. I've done it a few times, and when I
Oh,
hear the
dude,
British
I-
guy and the American, and I'm like, wow, I'm Aussie as fuck with my accent.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
But down here though, I'm not Aussie as fuck. I hear way more Aussie than me.
Oh yeah,
But
dude.
when I hear my voice next
like
to
it-
someone else,
if you guys
when I-
think I'm a Southern,
I had to do that today. I got a message from Dark Side of the Bear or Ninja, this morning saying, dude, when you're sober, go back and watch last night's stream. So I did. And when I'm drunk, I do go a lot more northern.
Yeah. But even just listen to yourself normally, and you'll notice that you sound way more British than you think you are.
Oh yeah, anyone else here ever heard Scotty's real accent?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you can't understand a goddamn thing he says.
Well, I was about to say, like, you guys think I might sound Southern or whatever, but even in my neck of the woods, I hear way worse. And the one Southern accent, at least, well, from the South, the United States and the South, the one accent that really trips me up and that I can barely comprehend and understand sometimes is a Cajun accent. Like, if you get a dude from Louisiana, like, that shit, like, oof. That's like a fucked up French, Southern, hillbilly, redneck all combined into one. You're just like, dude,
seriously, go listen to yourself on stream one time. You'll be like, wow. Next to other people from different countries, you're like, wow, I am really American. It freaks you out, man. When I heard myself the first time, I was like, wow, I'm Aussie. I'm actually Aussie.
Trust me, Scotty, I'm well aware of how my voice sounds, which is why I refuse to watch anything I've ever done or have been a part of.
Well, me personally, I don't mind the sound of my voice, but I'm definitely not a super fan of it, I guess.
I fucking detest the sound of my own voice.
Me too, man. I hate it, man. I hate it. Not yours, I mean mine. Not yours.
I said this to you last night, Scott, didn't I? When it comes to like live streams and things like that, I hate the sound of my own voice. But when I'm doing, you know, like actual videos, if I'm narrating something, then I can quantify that a bit more because I'm actually putting on a voice to do it.
Right. Yeah, I've had a similar thing when I back in the day on a different platform. I used to make videos and I would try to not ramble on, and I would try to make a very concise, structured argument or point or viewpoint or take on something. And I was okay with my voice the way it sounded then, but if I'm just off the cuff, you know, shooting the shit in a live stream, I'm not a fan, to be honest.
Yeah,
Hi guys, I'm back on. I just wanted to tell Maddie really quick. I am not texting and driving. I'm being responsible. And the only way that you can respond back to me is if you can come back on, because I can't look at my phone. Continue.
She's being responsible. She only texts at the red lights.
I'm just saying, the next time I hear a female voice on this stream, they better be bringing me a damn cookie. That's all I know.
Yeah, where's this man's cookies? Bring cookies,
I didn't say anything about cookies. That's on Maddie. She has all the cookies.
Maddie,
well, how about you do your girl a solid and go get your boy a cookie? How's that sound?
Yeah, my friend, just bring Daniel a cookie. He'll be happy.
Okay, fine. I'll bring you a cookie. I don't know how. I'll just mail it to you.
All right.
How long of a drive is where she lives to you?
Tennessee to Florida. Yeah. It's like
not that far.
It's like an 8-hour drive, maybe 9.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, you can do that in a day.
Yeah, you can do that, buddy. Yeah.
That cookie better not be stale. That's all I gotta say. But good gal. Good on you.
It'd be a fresh cookie.
One day it shouldn't be that bad, should it?
Seal that shit.
A fresh cookie with fresh milk, not goat's milk though. That's kind of weird.
That's a good gal. I appreciate it. There you go.
Anyway, when you visit your boyfriend in England, will you send a cookie up to Scotland for me?
Yeah, sure. I'll send one up with Peter. How about that?
Yeah, maybe go Peter's still in England.
Yeah.
If you're in England, will you send a cookie up to Scotland for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will.
I've just thought it's only a couple of weeks now, isn't it, Math Queen?
Man, y'all motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Wait! Y'all motherfuckers didn't say you wanted a cookie, and now that I'm getting a cookie, y'all gotta come in. I want a cookie too. No, y'all had your.
Hey, for the record, I said I wanted a cookie as soon as it was mentioned.
If cookie means what I think it means, I want some cookie.
Look, wait. It's not just me giving a cookie. I want a cookie back too. You know, this is a cookie exchange.
Cookie for cookie.
There you go, cookie for cookie.
Alex.
Maddie!
Maddie, you're on.
That took way too
Hello,
long.
Maddie.
Oh, hello, Maddie.
Hello.
Greetings.
I hope you're not too drunk.
Alex, what?
Maddie, I can't hear you. You are too far away from your phone.
I
Drink
can't
some more
hear
and
you.
then
What I'm
talk
saying is,
louder.
Maddie, I hope you're not too drunk.
What?
I hope you're not too drunk.
What? What? No.
I'm just gonna assume Maddie doesn't understand English
But I'm.
Fucking
What?
because, frankly, the drunker I get, it's hard to speak English.
Say again, Scotsman, but in English.
I'm saying the drunker I get, it's harder to speak English.
Go away.
It takes more effort.
Sorry, again, less Scottish.
Maddie,
Alex,
what did
speaking
you
and
just
driving
say?
is not the same thing. What the fuck?
What? I am driving. I'm driving.
Don't stream and drive.
I am. I'm streaming and driving. I'm completely being so totally responsible
Yeah.
right now.
Oh my god.
I've done it as well. It's not dangerous.
Yeah, but we're hands-free state now. Alex.
It's hands free, and guess what I'm using? I'm using headphones.
Anyway,
Boom!
I'm gonna say,
There we
Maddie,
go.
I have two. No. I have two hands on the steering wheel at all times. My phone is in the cup holder. I'm not looking at my phone.
Only one earbud in. Alex,
Okay.
You drank some alcohol.
No. Yeah, you're right. I did drink some alcohol. I do need to go to the bathroom, but it's okay because I'm chilling at 67 miles per hour. A lot of people are like passing me, so I'm in the okay zone. And I have one earbud in.
It's a Friday night. You should not be going the speed limit because
Also-
people think that you're drunk.
Also,
Oh no, I should probably be going faster then.
Go 70.
Also, Maddie's face is showing there for smash or pass.
What?
Smash or pass for Maddie's face.
Smash.
Oh my god.
I would
come
totally
on.
smash. Maddie, I love you so much. This is a compliment from me to you.
Can you
I'm gonna say smash if it wasn't playing you. I'm gonna say smash.
Can you like not?
You know, hypothetically, because I swear to white Christian Jesus, if I have to do the fucking marriage counseling for that comment.
Where the
Before I
fuck
say
did
smash, is he older than 18?
Why would Jesus be only white? He is all of them. He is the world.
Maddie, how old are you?
I'm
How old is Maddie?
Me?
Yeah. How old are you?
How do you think I am?
Yeah. 25.
Well, you're drinking, so I'd hope at least 21.
I'm gonna say 25.
I'm
18 down here, mate. You can drink at 18 down here.
I'm 22.
No. Legal
Yeah,
drinking
hold
age
on.
in the United
20
States is
22
18. I mean 21.
22,
Yeah, I know that.
perfect. And wow. Hey, for once we got someone younger than me on stream.
That's me out, you younglings have her.
Technically, Skittles, I'm younger than you.
What?
Technically, Skittles, I'm younger than you because you're like 2 months.
2 seconds, guys. It's got to do something quickly.
You're like fucking 2 months older than I am. It's just between those 2 months, Joe and Luke's.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, for one. Okay,
Yo, what's
for
happening,
once- And what's up, Survival?
Hey, what's happening, guys? Girls.
What up? And goodbye to Tom, who just dipped out.
No, he said he'd be back in a minute.
Oh, okay, well then. Temporarily goodbye, Tom.
Yeah.
I said bye, Miss American Pie. Throw my Chevy to the levee because the levee was dry.
Well, technically, it'd be
I
Miss
think Weird
Australian
Al
pie.
Yankovic's version is better.
What?
Weird Al
Saying
Yankovic's
this will
version
be
is
the
better.
day that I die.
Now this is pod racing.
Pod racing. Yeah.
Right, I'll be back in a second. I need a wee, and I'm gonna go get a brew.
He's gonna go he's gonna go grab a drink, take a piss, and then drink his piss.
Ew.
I was looking how long this fucking stream's gonna go on for, to be honest.
Secretly, he's Bear Grylls.
It's the forever stream.
Woohoo!
just keep going. Maybe we'll wake up some other people around you.
Yeah.
It's been almost 2 hours, man.
You haven't finished that beer?
It's not a beer.
What the fuck is it?
It's a Blacktooth Grin.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, it's some fucking bizarre game like fucking.
Seagram 7 Crown Royal Coca-Cola. It's delicious.
We'll finish it already. God, you've been sipping the same. There you go. Wait, no.
Wait, hold on. Maddie has to keep up with you. She is also drinking.
Maddie's
Go,
in
Maddie, go.
Maddie's.
Wait, you're.
And M&M's has been drinking for what is it? It's for like 8 hours now. So
I've been drinking for fucking 12. Fucking coward.
Oh, snap.
well, you know what? You're Scottish, and I had shit that I had to do today.
So I've been drinking for 12.
I had to do work today, too.
Which point? Oh shit! There's 2 Daniels here. Oh, that was like a 0 out of 10.
Anyway, Maddie, how much have you had to drink?
Not enough. I think.
Exit out.
Huh?
Exit out on that one.
We press X to doubt here on this channel, and we also press F in the chat for people that have moved away.
For
when
who?
someone dies or something dies or so, anything.
Oh God, do I have to take my hat off?
Whoa.
What?
You're a different person.
Well, when my hat's off,
I'm a different person. Yeah, turn my world around.
Oh my God. Say the most Scottish thing you can possibly think of.
I did again. What you mean? I did again. What you mean? If you can understand that.
Say it again.
I did again. What you mean?
I didn't care a fuck you mean.
No, I don't care what you mean.
Okay, I was close.
That's also when Scotty's real accent comes out. Good fucking luck understanding what the fuck he says.
Anybody that's not American.
I will fucking fuck you, Skittles, you fucking prick.
Huh?
He said something, you effing prick.
Good. Hey, you know. Scotty said, "Fuck you, Skittles, you fucking prick." Scotty, you only wish that you could fuck me, but you know what? Hey, you're with Blind Girl. I don't think she would approve of this. Also,
you only fucking care that.
Since I'm a pitcher, I don't know if you'd enjoy that or not.
I'm back and I have coffee.
Yeah, I mean, you would. You fucking wish you could fucking fuck me.
What is that, Maddie?
That Peter Almond picture looks like Fred. Doesn't it?
He does not. He does not look like Fred at all.
Maybe you didn't care that I'm fucking straight, but I'm straight.
What?
Which is why
we all know you like pussy. Okay, we all know.
We all know that you're straight. We all know that you're dating Blind Girl. We all know this.
Well, what is you didn't care that I'm straight?
That you're straight?
I didn't care that you didn't care that I'm straight.
No, we don't care that you're straight. It's fine. You're good.
Didn't care, which means don't know.
Yeah,
didn't know.
The thing is, right, Scotsman, I don't care that you're straight or if you were gay. You're just opinionated.
Didn't care means don't know.
No, I seem to have missed a good conversation while my internet was fucking up.
I'm trying to explain to American Scottish slang. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh my gosh, Maddie! I didn't realize that's the picture that you use on your account. It's so cute.
No comment.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that there, Scotsman. Since
I'm trying to explain to Americans Scottish slang.
Oh, okay, cool. All I heard was the ladies going back and forth talking about something cute or something.
We have a linguistics lesson for the Scotty.
Okay, lads and ladies, I know this is a drunken stream, but I'm pretty sure for the chat and for each of us, we can't talk over each other this much.
Well, no, I mean, what's stopping us from talking over each other?
Decorum, Manners.
That was a
People are
joke.
watching
And being
this.
Scottish and the fact people struggle to understand my accent at the best of times.
I
Yeah,
also
true.
like being
I
on
was
top
joking.
sometimes.
Oh my god, Alex! No, you don't even know what that means.
It's the top of the conversation, Maddie. That's how this works.
You literally
There's
don't
the
know what that
bottoms and then there's
Alex.
the tops.
Alex.
Well,
I
so
am the-
if that's
I'm
true, if
the
you
top.
do indeed, hey, lady, if you do indeed like being on top or whatever, you better know what you're doing, or you're gonna get pushed off.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Where's that
At a
bell?
girl. That's what I thought.
Where's that bell?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought.
hope you-
Awkward silence now, bitches.
Man,
No
I
dead
hope
air,
you're
do 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 do. No
tomorrow.
dead air, do 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 do.
There's no
Baby
dead air.
shark.
No.
Do 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 do. Baby
No.
shark. Do 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 do. Baby
No,
shark.
no fucking
Okay.
baby
See
shark.
what
We
you
hailed the whale
started,
around.
MM? See what you started, you fucking bastard.
Marqueen, around here we hailed the whale. Around here.
All
We
hail
hailed the
Blue
whale.
Whale.
All
All
hail
hail
Blue Whale.
Blue Whale. Cruel be upon his name.
Look,
Exactly.
you guys are saying these things and you're gonna scare Maddie away. Maddie doesn't know about the whale.
Well, gang for
No,
life, yo.
Marqueen, you should have taught her about the whale.
Yeah,
Please,
you should have.
no
You're
help.
failing as her friend right now, not teaching her the
Maddie.
ways of the well.
Jonah
Ma-
and the
Maddie.
don't know about that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just a whale and it's blue and it's like a Jesus, but it's from the ocean. It's ocean
Pokemon.
Jesus, but it's a
Oh,
whale.
He's
It's a
our lord.
Pokemon.
Krill be on to him.
What?
Yes.
I
We
put it on
hail,
him as
we
our
hail
lord.
the whale.
There,
Oh, really
okay,
well.
okay. Short
Great
story.
Davey Alahudalazim blesses us with his love, power, and narcotics. We hail
Okay,
the whale in this part of town.
There's this other
Hell yeah.
YouTuber. His name is Ghastly, right? And he makes his own cartoon, and he's made his own cartoon with his own cartoon religion. And in the cartoon religion, there's this blue whale, and it's huge. And he's like, "Oh, hail blue whale!" And everyone's like, "Oh, hail blue whale!" And then
No, Hydra.
the proper response to it is krill beyond to his name, and krill is what the whales eat. So
And what Ghost uses as a very powerful ancient narcotic.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that
don't
part.
know.
I
Yeah,
think you
I
people
don't
are
know
doing a
Call of Duty
horrible
lore as
job
much
right
as
now.
you nerds.
Yeah, where the fuck is Ghastly? Ghastly can explain all this because there's like hours and hours of lore.
You know what? I've had
I
Ghastly
don't wanna
once in the
hear
stream. I
that.
can try it again. I'm going to post a link to Ghastly, see if he comes on.
No, it's fine. What we need to discuss
No, what
though
I'm gonna
is
do- what
how
I'm
are we
do
going to
is-
do
is
the
I'm gonna post a link to
logistics
Ghastly and
of,
see if he comes on.
of making cookies and then sending it to Daniel.
He lives in
I have an idea.
Not me.
I have an idea. Oh, you put it in a vacuum sealed plastic bag so that way it will stay fresh. Then you put it in a box. Put that box inside another box. Take that box and mail it off to Tennessee.
Or you could.
You know what I've just done? I just posted a link to Ghastly and see if he comes on.
Okay, how about this? Instead of
He's been on
cookies,
the-
how about
he's been on my
cookie
stream
butter?
before. See if he comes on again.
No, just Uber Eats it to his house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Innovation, bitches.
I
You
posted
see?
it to Ghastly before. Let's see if he comes on again.
Maddie knows. Maddie knows all the smart things.
Maddie knows all.
No, all I said was I just sent the link to Ghastly. Let's see if he comes on again.
Oh my god, you need to go to sleep, Scotty.
No.
You know how they say beam me up, Scotty? This one's like, Scotty, no, go to sleep, Scotty.
Well,
I will not sleep. I will not sleep.
technically
I'm
then,
waiting for
Marqueen, it
Ghastly
would be
to come on
Dream Me
again.
Up, Scotty.
What?
It would be Dream Me Up, Scotty.
Oh, bunch.
You stole my joke.
I'm gonna say he's been on here. He's been on here before. Let's see if he comes on again.
Fuck you. There's your fucking ding for that.
Yay!
that?
It's a bell.
Who has it?
Me,
Yeah.
Why?
because I can.
I want to see it.
Skittles.
Ooh, yeah, show her
Don't
your
go get
bell.
your bell on cam.
Oh yeah, you want to see my dinger? I'll get my dinger out on camera.
Oh, damn.
Mostly just because my drum kit is in pieces over in the other room because I'm moving some shit around.
I want you to play with my dingaling.
You know what? If you guys want a rim shot, I'll give it to you. What's up, Ding?
MM, I actually know that reference, and it's a fucking hilarious song. and it's by
Are you
an amazing
Captain America?
artist.
Chuck Berry, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skittles is joined.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Not much.
Who is it?
It's Little Nigger.
Hello?
Uncomfortable
Awkward
fucking silence.
It's
Uncomfortable fucking
either
silence.
awkward silence or we're all talking over one another. There's no in between, really.
Yeah.
Welcome to Disneyland.
Although that seems to be the case with most streams, though, doesn't it?
Uh-oh.
Especially drunk streams. What the fuck do these idiots want?
And
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure
fucking
there's
God.
awkward silence and talking over each other is just most streams.
Well, I'm almost home, so
Oh my gosh,
I'm
I saw
good.
your face.
What?
I saw your face.
Oh, my face?
Yeah, your
Yes.
face.
You know what I look like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Mafkin, your
Yeah.
face is cute anyway. So it's like,
Yeah, but the internet doesn't know what you look like, right?
No,
Actually,
I have
it
a
does.
Facebook.
Actually, Math Queen has shown her face a few times.
Yeah, I also have an Instagram attached to this this name. So if anyone wants to look on the Instagram.
Uh,
Uh-oh, he's
What?
looking.
At least my Instagram pic is cute.
It's like 10 years old.
No, it's
I have
not.
I have an
My
Instagram
Facebook
as well,
pic
but
is-
I don't I never shill it on this platform or on Twitter.
I don't either because my real name and shit is on that.
Well, no one knows my real name.
I don't
No,
even know.
like-
I don't even know your real name, and I'm pretty
Hey,
sure.
guys,
And I'm
this
pretty
is-
sure you know mine because I was a drunk son of a bitch and just started saying my real name to everybody.
Yeah, but I already forgot it, bud. So no worries.
Okay, good.
Wait a second. You guys have to think
yeah,
about
I know
it.
you're in
Like,
Nicole.
I know
Once
you know my.
there was-
I know you know my real name, Scotty.
once before Facebook and before the
Thing I don't know
internet,
it.
everyone knew everyone's name, phone number, and address. You want to know
Yeah.
how? Yellow Book. They all had it.
Yeah.
Everyone had it.
Yeah,
Anyone
Yellow
could
Pages
just like
and
flip
shit.
through the yellow pages and
But
be
only
like
in
this.
your state.
Oh yeah, only in your state.
Yeah.
Unless you, yeah, it's only in your state.
But
Whatever.
also, the Yellow Pages didn't have. The Yellow Pages didn't have your picture, so you had to know at least one piece of information about them in order to find them in the Yellow Pages. You had to know like their phone number or their name or something.
Well, not only did they not have your picture, but in a place like where I live, and I'm sure this is very similar, especially with a super duper white name like I got. There's several of us just in my area alone, man. So
Oh yeah, apparently there's a bunch of people with my name, which I found surprising.
See, in a way, you're fucking lucky then. You're fucking lucky. All I found with my name is 2 people.
There's only black people with my name, which I find that a bit disgraceful.
Well, to be honest,
Oh,
it could be
hello.
worse. It could be worse. Honestly, there's only 2 people in the entire world with my name, me and some girl. That's it.
you know what's funny? I went to college with a black lady who had my last name.
Racist.
So that's
Oh, I
Yeah.
got. When I was in college, there was a couple dozen people with my last name.
What is that?
I never met someone with my last name in my life.
well.
Ever.
There's some favorite. There's that one lady, Aretha Franklin, who's very famous black lady, and I went to college with a black lady who had my last name. So apparently, somewhere along my family line,
Was she sassy?
Yeah, she was. She actually really was. She was a sassy black lady who almost got in a fight with one of the
I hate
professors.
those ladies. No offense, but
Like
every
I said,
time when I see those black
For me,
sassy
there's
bitches,
never been anybody. There's never been
I was
anyone.
fine with her, dude. I've never had a problem with sassy black
No,
ladies.
it's
Like,
just
they
the,
fucking love me.
it's just the snapping and the clapping. It just gets on my nerves.
You know what she actually did when she almost got in a fight with the professor? She actually did
Oh,
do she actually did do the little you need to fuck. She did the clapping thing in between words. She did that. I saw that.
That's the
Oh
shit
my-
that annoys me the most. That's like,
Oh,
bitch,
wait,
you
she-
have to clap
wait, she
every time
almost-
you talk.
Wait, she almost fought a fucking professor.
Yes.
Holy fucking
Did that
Christ!
professor use, did that professor
was
use
like-
science on her?
No, it was one of those let me think back. She was she wasn't unintelligent or anything, by no stretch of the imagination, but I guess it was a really shitty professor for one, and number two, it was an actually pretty hard subject. It was like microbiology or some shit, and the teacher really sucked at it. The professor rather really sucked at explaining the material that we were covering. And
Bet she's
the
from
lady,
Uganda.
the lady who the black lady who had the same last name as me couldn't really understand it, couldn't comprehend it. So she asked a lot of questions, and the professor got to the point to where she was kind of a smart aleck cunt to her, and like as soon as she was like, she started to listen, bitch, right here, that type of shit.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is that I've never met anybody in my whole entire life with the same last name as me.
There's a
I've
lot of
never
people
met
with
it. I've never met any Mexicans or Latino people that have the same last name as me. It's just black folk and white folk. So
Yeah,
I've never met anybody in my entire life with the same last name as me. White folk.
But then again, to be
Irish
fair,
people.
especially with my last name, it's probably one of those like Jefferson or Jackson type last names where it's like, there's probably some like slavery issues or something like that.
In
going on.
America, in America, it's fairly common. Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
a Coleman, so everybody got my last name. Well, some of them.
Yeah, mine's fairly uncommon, like Northern Irish last name.
How did
Yes,
I know that
yes,
name, Coleman?
Yes, Scotty, you're the.
I have a girl's last name. Holy shit.
No. Like there's something.
Gary Coleman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew there was a famous last name like that.
What was the skills? What were we gonna say about me?
Oh, I was saying, Scotty, yeah, you're the only person I've ever met with your name.
Yeah.
First or last.
Yeah, probably first and last as well.
I honestly don't know if Benjamin Franklin ever fucking owned slaves, though. I can't remember.
All I know is that Benjamin Franklin
MM.
was a fucking pimp.
Hold on. What did you say there, mad dude? I can't see
You
your.
could just call me Lil. I said that if he did own a slave, I would have five him.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, his name used to be Little Nigga, but he changed his name.
I'm home.
Good.
Yeah, welcome home, afternoon.
Welcome home.
Thanks, guys. All right. Now I'm going to go to bed. I'm so tired.
Have a good night.
Oh, thanks,
Fucking
guys.
hello, Cryptic, and hello, fucking Wikipedia snippet.
Cryptic.
And also Daniel.
Fuck you, Cryptic.
Daniel, fucking Wikipedia snippet wants to know if you're a Tennessee Marine, which you are, yeah.
Yeah, that's me, bud.
Still gonna get
Yes, sir.
Cliptic.
Good to see you, Wiki. Wiki.
For some reason, my Chrome is acting like an asshole.
Chrome does that sometimes. It takes up a ridiculous amount of CPU.
I'm actually using Internet Explorer for this, and it keeps blinking.
You know what? Sadly enough, this is done better than like most of my other streams that I've done recently. It's quite sad in a way.
Well, no, it's like I said to you last night. That pop-up drunk stream I did last night did quite well compared to my usual regular streams.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Again, like fucking 4 subs from this shit.
That's good.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Yeah, congrats.
188 now.
Silence.
Silence.
Well, to be honest, I might fucking end soon anyway. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on for.
You have been going for 2 hours.
Yeah, I've been going for 2 hours now, so I might end soon.
It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh. I still don't know whether tonight I'm going to do Quiplash or an actual quiz night for the pub stream. I'm still undecided.
Yeah.
I've never been like honestly, man. I've never been a fan of people doing Quiplash streams or whatever. I've watched one person do it, and I was like, this ain't for me. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's more. I actually really enjoy playing Quiplash, and quite a few of my viewers enjoy playing it and joining in.
It was fun for like the first like 2 or 3 times, but after a while it gets like a bit stale.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
because you get the same questions all the time.
Yeah, it is one of those things that you do need to sort of space out and not do as often. And I've not played it for a couple of months, so
I heard Quiplash. When's you said the Quiplash stream is tomorrow, right, Peter?
it's either going to be tomorrow night or at some point in the future, because I don't know whether I'm doing Quiplash or a full on like quiz night tomorrow.
Hey, you know what? Hey, once again, if it's 80s music, I'll fucking slaughter everybody.
Probably right through my stream, no doubt.
Well, no, actually, I fully intend to only stream over you for the first half an hour, because I'm only going to do till 10:30.
Oh, thank you, Cam Mono, for the sub. For the day. I started doing my like fucking random season with Austin because I get more subs out of this. I'll be 189 now.
That's good.
Goddamn.
It's weird. It's weird the way these things work, because when I do random streams, I make more money through Streamlabs. When you do random streams, you make more through subs.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, let me faggots, let me hear you all make some noise. No.
Make some fucking noise! I don't know.
The fucking beats, man. Yeah.
Do. I don't know. See, I can fucking trigger this motherfucker. He just finishes it for me. It's like a little. I gotta just push a button and just goes.
No, this is a baby shark free zone. We hail the whale around here. Fuck sharks. We hail the whale.
Yeah, fuck
All
sharks.
hail blue whale, hallelujah! All hail blue whale.
Man, I can't wait for another poisoning the well / Gulf City meet and greet thing, dude. That Knoxville, like, fuck all the drama and bullshit that happened to make it happen, that happened afterwards. But drama aside, it was really fucking fun to just hang out and drink with a bunch of people that I've known on the internet.
Oh fuck yeah! Yeah, I mean, dude. Yeah, I got fucking Thane and Pat to sign these fucking sunglasses.
Yep.
I'm fucking happy about that shit.
That is something you can never buy or anything else. You actually have to go and get them to sign it, man. So that's
and you know the crazy thing is, I have looked. That particular pair of sunglasses is not available anymore.
nice. So it's a collector's item now.
Yes. So I mean, and also it's like with just the amount of people who have signed that sign behind me, I feel like I could probably get like $50 for it in the future.
I would never sell it, dude. That thing is a meme of its own now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm never selling it. Yeah, that shit got memed far beyond I could ever imagine. Same with like the whole Gunt meme for Ralph, because I kind of feel bad because that was the picture I got with him.
You know what? I have to.
Yeah, to be fair, Ralph's got quite a rather weirdly proportioned stomach, hasn't he?
Yes, I would like to tell you, I want to admit this to you. I want to admit this to you because I've never told you this. Bud. I actually was the one who started that meme, the Gunt meme.
Nice.
Legitimately. Because that picture that you shared, I took it and put it in another Discord, and I was the first person to ever use the word Gunt.
Well done. Well done.
Ralph, if you ever,
I offer you an internet handshake for that.
Yeah, Ralph, if you ever hear this, sorry, buddy. I thought it would be, an innocuous, innocent little shit talk to a dude that I wasn't cool with at the time, but it became a thing of its own. It's alive, that type shit.
Well, mystery solved on that.
Yep. But yes, he does have a very an awkward body type.
Yeah, and also him saying what was it that he was saying when he was shit talking Cog that he was 5'8"? Yeah, bull's fucking shit on that.
How tall are you again?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, and I'm a cunt hair. Well, actually, I'm a little bit taller than you if I recall correctly, because Like
you were probably like 5'11" or so, 5'11", 6 or 6 on the dot or something like that.
Yeah, because you know the guy Tanuki, right?
Yeah.
Wall Tanuki.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
being
because
5'11" fucking sucks though.
do what?
I'm saying being 5'11" fucking sucks. You're so close to 6 foot.
Well, here's the thing. I will never say that I'm 6 foot tall on the internet because apparently on the internet people really give a fuck about how tall you are. But I will say this much. I think Poisoning the Well, both Sophane and Fat Pat are 6+.
Yeah.
Wild Tanuki that I met is 6 even, and he told me, this is coming from him, not from me. He said me and him are like centimeters apart in height, and he's right at 6 foot. So I may be 6 foot tall, just dead even, or a few like a cut hair below it or above it. I'm not for sure, but just for being, I don't know, humble, or for given a scientific median, I just say I'm 5'11" and just go with that.
It's like Fane and Pat were like 6 foot plus. Dick Masterson's was I'd say probably like 6'1", 6'2", something.
No,
like
dude,
that.
Dick Masterson's like 6'4", 6'5". Like Sophane and Fat Pat, I believe, are both like 6'2", if I'm not mistaken. Because Failure says that he's 6'2", and he's the same height as both Sophane and Fat Pat. So.
Dick Masterson's like 6+, and all I know is that Merc is like 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Merc is legit Merc is legit a fucking goddamn giant, dude.
Yeah, which is crazy because like Aiden Paladin's like 5'4" or something like that.
She is so tiny. She is a tiny woman. She is tiny and skinny.
Same with SDA. She's like 5'2", 5'3".
Oh god, SDA is so fucking pretty though.
Oh yeah, both of us.
Who's
SDA and Aiden, they're fucking adorable.
Yeah,
Who's
some
Mark?
dumb American.
I'm saying, who's Merc?
Oh, he's
Aiden Paladin's husband.
Yeah, he just goes by Merc. Yeah. I don't know where you would have seen him from, besides the Kumite way back in the day.
I've never heard of him.
He's a cool guy. He's a pretty cool dude. He's actually he's actually a lot more well known than anybody on YouTube, because that dude has had news articles written about him because he has he did like militia group training and shit, and he's had interviews with like mainstream media folks. So
all I know is that dude's that dude's like 7 feet, is like 7 foot tall.
Yes, he's damn.
My only claim to fame on YouTube is Ghostboo, and that's about it. The shit they talk about me on Ghostboo, that's about it.
There's not. You know what? If I think being famous is really something that you have to be the right type of person to handle it, but I honestly don't think it's really all that worth a damn, to be honest.
Honestly, it's overrated.
I fucking hope to God that I never become famous.
See, man, I'm happy the way I am, to be honest. I get away with a lot of shit. This way.
Mm-hmm.
It's better off being small. That's the way I see it.
Yep. Yeah. So long as I can come on a live stream and shoot the shit with some people that I don't mind talking to and that I enjoy the conversation, that's all I really need.
Yeah.
Yes, Wikipedia snippet, Ralph from the Ralph Retort.
Well, by the way, can someone clip Scotsman saying, I don't mind being small?
You
that's
evil bastard.
That's what I said phrasing at the end of it.
Fucking evil bastard. That's genius. I love it.
Because I have more subs than you do now.
Oh,
yeah, only by 2. You big girl.
But remember, he did beat you to 100 subs, and that's why we now have that video.
Yeah, fucking Daniel. I don't know if you know about this, but I had to dress up as a baby and sing 500 miles.
Videos in the chat.
Videos in the chat. Perfect. I'm just once it fucking pulls up, we'll just go ahead and screen share that.
I need to find it again. Hang on.
God damn it, Peter!
I've replaced my clipboard.
Well, you know what? Fuck it.
I get pretty much everything about now just so special.
Well, I mean, the one thing,
Hey,
like,
hey,
and I'm not-
just remember, I was the last to 100 subs, and Peter now says I have to dress as a nun and sing some fucking song I don't know.
Yeah,
so,
just get done then.
Dude, hey,
Anyway,
think for a
you go.
fucking think for a second that I won't do it. Once I'll think for a second I won't go out and rent a fucking nun costume just to do that shit. I have no goddamn shame. I have no fucking shame.
Skittles. We know you already have the nun costume.
Not anymore. It's too short.
Tennessee,
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you know, not to bring up drama or whatever, because God knows I'm sick to death of fucking talking about it. But I will say, like, as far as like the whole like famous shit goes, like, I think it's kind of funny that there's so many egos on this side of the commentator community or whatever you want to call this little side of YouTube, where there are so many people who have such inflated fucking egos that they think that 1,000 views or 1,000 plus subscribers or whatever is really amazing or whatever, when honestly, dude, it's a drop in a fucking ocean. It really is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I've always said there is nothing more cringy than a fucking e-celeb who has a fucking ego, because the slightest fucking shift of the wind and you are done.
Like I've always said, I've always said I do this shit for fun. That's it.
Yeah, man, I really do think it should be for fun. Like, I've never I've never made a dime off of YouTube or either promoting or being on streams. I've made a lot of money for streamers and, buying merchandise or sending super chats or what have you. But I never want to make a dime off this platform. This is supposed to be a hobby, something fun,
Yeah, exactly. It's like
it's just an option. That's all it is. It's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To be
man.
fair,
It's like
that's part of the reason why I can happily or very quickly sort of like cancel a stream, because if I'm not feeling well or if I'm doing something, because I'm not beholden on I've got to do this because otherwise I'll lose viewers and things like that. It's if I'm not feeling well, I'm not going to stream.
Yep, amen to that, dude. Like, if you become beholden to super chats or Streamlabs or something, I think you've made a piss poor decision in your life.
Yeah,
it's especially after all of the the American social media companies and Google and everything else cracking so hard on content creators and everything else like this. Like, it can be a source of revenue, it can be a source of income, but like, especially if you're a small channel, like I don't think that there's really, unless you got something so unique that it just goes viral and blows up, you're not going to be able to pay your bills on this kind of platform anymore. I really don't.
It's like unless you're like that one in 100 million who gets that one video that goes fucking viral that gets like 2 million views. The period of time where you could like make a career out of this, if you're not an already established name, that's fucking long over.
Yep.
It's like it's like I've been on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube on and off under like different channels and shit for like since like 2011, 2012, something like that. It's like I have never once made a dime. I don't want to. I don't want fucking Google's blood money. Because it's like the fact of the matter is like it's fucking stupid. This shit was created to be something that was like a fucking hobby to entertain people, and that's what I consider this for. It's like the people who watch me. That's what I want to do. I want to fucking entertain people, make them fucking smile, make them laugh. That shit. If I do, then you know what? That's it. It's like I don't fucking want any money out of this shit.
Like I said, to be honest,
genuinely,
I am just having people watch my stuff. That's it. I'm having people watch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Genuinely, when I started doing the pub stream, I had somebody come up to me on Discord in a DM and say, "Look, I really like that you do this, because for people who can't come out, it does kind of replicate the feeling of being in a pub." That bit of feedback means much more to me than views and likes and subs. just the fact that I pleased that one person and that I gave that person something to do on a Friday night means much more to me than how many people were watching at the time.
I mean,
yeah, man. It's like when I do like Sunday Fun Day and shit. It's like I'm just a fucking asshole sitting in his garage. I was just watching fucking videos and laughing at fucking retards. And you know, and if I can entertain like the people who come and see me, make fucking people laugh, that means more to me than anything else on the planet. Because I'm just like, you know, I'm doing what I do this shit for, just to make people smile, make people laugh, give them something fun to do.
It doesn't matter how many people are watching, as long as whoever is watching is enjoying it.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, the lot of people like you're fucking like lonely and whatever, that kind of thing gives them like a fucking thing to be a part of. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like someone I know in real life who will watch my stream. So it's like she texted me telling me that it's like my videos help her out whenever she's like when I do live streams and stuff. Just like it helps her out when it's been like a shit day at work. It gives her a laugh, makes her smile, gives her something to be happy about. And it's like,
yeah,
something like that means more to me than more to me than
I was
anything
gonna
else.
say, dude. Like I was gonna say, man. Like, yeah, stuff like that is something that you can't put a dollar sign on. That's stuff that, like, being able to make people's day a little bit better, or like when I get on live streams, man. Like, yeah, I am who I am. I'm not trying to put on a fake persona, but I do like, kind of hyping it up to where it's entertaining, or it makes people laugh, or be like, "Oh, this fucking idiot," or whatever.
It's you. What was that, Scotty?
I'm saying the same here, but that's just natural.
Yeah, you kind of got to be, on stage, if you know what I mean, in a weird way.
Yeah, it's like you turned up to 11. You just gotta have like that. You just gotta have like the energy to make it just that little bit over the top to be able to push. Just be able to push that out to the people who are watching.
And honestly, dude, if you can, I have a very, I guess, kind of simple philosophy about life. Like, if you're able to make one person happy throughout the day, or one person smile or laugh, I think you've accomplished something really awesome that day. Like, I mean, all summer long, like, I build shit for people. Like, I do construction and carpentry work. I do landscaping work. Like, I actually get out there and fucking work. So I also make way more money doing that than I ever fucking would on YouTube, even though I'm not the worst streamer alive, I guess. I've heard several worse guys on stream than me, but this should be something that's fun, to where, you make people feel entertained, or you give them something to laugh at throughout their shitty workday. It should be morning radio. That's what streaming should be. It should be morning radio.
I just say as like entertainment, like in the evening or at night or whatever, depending on what you do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean like morning radio, like legit in the morning. It's just a morning talk show, to where it's a bunch of goofy people, trying to make the audience entertained or laugh or get their mind off shit, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a hobby, and I enjoy doing this hobby because I've met a lot of great people doing this shit. So
yeah, dude, I will say that.
What was that? What was that, Peter?
What's your Twitter handle again?
At @DD_Dahmer.
Okay, hang on.
Hey, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I've met way more awesome people than I have shitty fucking people. And honestly, the shitty people would never interact with me in real life, and if they did, it wouldn't be a good day for them, doing the type of shit that they've been shitty towards me by. But I mean, I met, I actually hung out in my hometown with fucking Mr. Misanthropic over there, and you can ask him, dude. Like, I got drunk as fuck, and nobody. Well, besides one little incident, which it was very minor to me, but for the most part, it was just a fucking blast. It was a fucking party, and people had like both Poisoning the Well and him have seen me drunk as fuck, and all they have to say is nice things about me. So I would rather take what people who have actually met me in real life versus what some people who have never interacted with me in real life say about me. But it's one of those things. The shitty people stick out more because I think you latch on to negativity more than you do positivity. I think everybody's mind is kind of trained like that.
There's actually I'm not a fucking psychologist and I'm not smart enough to understand the science behind this, but yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there actually was like a study about that shows that people will latch on to negative shit far more than they will to positive shit, which is why it's like it's very true, like that whole meme that's like you can do 1,000 things for someone and all they'll remember is the one thing that you didn't do.
Yeah,
I think it was Boogie that made the analogy where it's like you can meet like 100 people, 99 give you a hug, one punch you in the face. Who are you gonna remember? The one that punched you in the face.
Yep, exactly, man. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, because people are drawn to like negativity and shit. Where the fuck is Aiden Paladin? I need her to make a fucking video about this shit.
Like I say, like for me, like, streaming has just been a hobby. I've met a lot of great people doing this stuff.
Yeah, Scotty. It's like you and Blind Girl. It's like you, me, and her, and so like it'll also be like Peter Trucker. So like it's like we'll be up until
Chadwick, fucking Cuban. Like I met a lot of great people doing this stuff.
Yeah, it's like there was one time. It's like I was up until 5 a.m. just hanging out, just talking with you guys, just off air, just after the show, in an off air hangout. We're just having a good time, just laughing, joking, and stuff. It's like, and yeah, it's like I do and yeah, it's like I consider you guys my friends. You guys are my fucking friends.
Yeah. Well, you actually have something above most people on the internet. You've actually fucking met me in real life. So if I was fake or two-faced or a piece of shit, you would have figured it out months ago in January.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like I also have a philosophy. There's there's nothing that I will say online that I won't say directly to your face, and which is why, it's like if like Daniel, if you're like a fake poser piece of shit or whatever, I would have fucking called you out to your face in Knoxville for it. I would.
Yep.
It's like that.
And I would expect anybody who hangs around me or who I consider a good person to have that kind of backbone and spine to do so.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's like if you're it's like if you think that's also something I say. It's like if you have an issue with me, come to me, tell me it to my face.
Yeah, my DMs have been open for a long fucking time, and I have yet to have a DM. I have yet to have a DM, even though I'm, for whatever reason, involved in drama currently, where it's like, I have yet to have somebody DM me and be like, hey, man, can we talk in private? Or I got this issue with you, or I got that issue. No, they'd rather do like a fucking 6-hour-long stream about me or some dumb shit.
That's something I absolutely fucking hate. Because in my mind, there is nothing more bitch made than passive aggressive bullshit. It's if you have a fucking problem with me, you have a fucking problem with someone else, bring it to my face. Bring it to my face. We'll handle this man to man.
Well, at the end of the day, I honestly think like the internet is a big enough fucking place to where it's like, okay, if I didn't like Peter, for instance, I could make it to where I would never see anything he says, anything he does. I would never watch a stream he's on, and I could still watch a plethora of content on YouTube and go on Twitter and be perfectly fine and never even once interact with him be totally fine. But people feel the need to be like, I don't like this guy, so I got to talk about him. I got to DM him. I got to tweet at him. I got to this. I got to that. It's like, dude.
One thing I've learned about the internet is the most fucking, honestly, passive aggressive is everywhere.
Yes, it really is.
Yeah, and that's something that I absolutely fucking hate. Because it's like, I guess just because I hate people who are fake. And the cowards who will talk a big game when you're not around, but once you're around them, they'll try to suck your dick and be your fucking friend and be this fake piece of shit. Which is why I fucking hate like these like keyboard warriors more than anything.
Well, lads, I gotta tell you this, man. The sad truth about it is that there's quite a lot of people who. Being two-faced is the only thing that they know. Like if one thing I've learned throughout the last couple of months is that just because I can talk to you and be cordial with you on a live stream or something, and we happen to share similar opinions about certain topics, does not mean that you're a good person or that I should trust you. And you know,
I completely get that. Yeah.
yeah, and one thing that I really there's a lot of people who play the online internet game. I really do think that there's a disconnect between people who just see that's one of the main reasons why I decided to stop using Tennessee Marine as my moniker, like or my alias or whatever my handle, I guess. It's like I have never said or done anything I wouldn't admit to either in private or on a stream or whatever that I wouldn't admit to or I wouldn't have any problem saying I said it using my actual name and my actual picture and be like, yeah, I said this shit. I made that comment. What about it?
Hello, my
You know?
bad, man. Enjoy your rage.
Man. It's like the only reason why I use the pseudonym Mr. Misanthropic or DD Dahmer is one, because I thought it sounded cool one night, and also just because it's like just because of the job I have.
Right. Well, honestly, I have no problem in the world with anyone, especially you cats in the UK, defend like hiding your identity and stuff. I totally get it, especially if you're not in the United States. I 100% understand why you do it. And I'm not trying to talk shit about people who do that, by the way. I'm just saying for me personally, it got to the point to where it's like everyone already knew my name anyways, because after that whole Kraut Discord dox server thing a couple of years back happened, I was like, yeah, here's my name. If you want to dox me, fuck around and find out. I live in Knoxville. Come do something.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. It's like I've done this for years under my real name with my picture. All that. It's like it is not hard to find out who I am. If you want, if it really means that fucking much to you, you can find it very goddamn easily.
Genuinely, the only piece of information that I'm slightly precious about is my address, and that's
same
for
here.
obvious
Yeah,
reasons.
same.
I've had it in mind because I think the country I live in.
Yeah, you're not in the land of the free, bro. By no stretch of the imagination. I totally get why you hide your shit.
And anything else.
Well, I shouldn't even say
anything else,
hide.
I'll just happily,
because like
anything
Scotty
else,
will
I'll
show his
happily
face. Scotty like
discuss
shit.
or anything like that. I mean,
I'm happy enough to show my face and all that kind of shit, but I wouldn't show my name.
Well, I was going to say, like, I didn't mean to cut Peter off because I want to hear what he was saying as well. But I shouldn't even say hide. I should say protect, because that's a better term. That's a better word. But please continue, Peter. I'm sorry.
I mean, Scotsman, you've heard some of the shit I've admitted to on air. You've heard some of the stuff I've said I've done and things like that. And I'm not precious about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is I will show my face because there's not fucking cunts out there that look like me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, I agree with Peter. Like, I will never... I will protect like my actual address, but I mean, if someone had the money and the means to do it, I'm not that hard to look up if you wanted to try to do something to me. But I just don't want to get like, feces mailed to me or a fucking glitter bomb or some dumb shit,
Oh, damn it.
At the end of the day, I've been known as a fucking troll on this website.
Just boxes of dildos. Just boxes and boxes of dildos.
You know what? I'm an enterprising motherfucker. I would go and try and sell that shit secondhand and make some money off of it.
Exactly. And they're not even used. They're still brand fucking new.
But at the end of the day, I've been known as a fucking troll on this website. I've been known as a troll on the side of YouTube before.
Yeah.
Like people have spoken to me and said, like, I'm surprised you're this calm on like streams and stuff like that. I expected you to be a lot worse.
Also, sort of going back to the whole sort of point about like being two-faced with people like that.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say about that is, like, I've been accused of being two-faced and things like that, and it's more a case of I've only ever said things I would happily say to you to your face. It's just you weren't there.
Yep,
exactly.
I meant that. Yeah, just because I'm in like a private Discord, just because I'm in a private Discord conversation with somebody talking about another person, doesn't mean I wouldn't say it to that person's face. Now, me, for example, and you guys who know the kind of drama I'm involved in can fucking fill in the blanks for yourself on this one, there, lads and ladies. But for instance, if I had a live stream, if I did my own show, and when a certain bigger YouTuber came around, I always kissed his ass and tried to get him on stream. Then in a private Discord conversation, I shit talk the guy and act like he's a piece of shit and a loser and everything else. But whenever he's around me, I try to kiss his ass to get on stream so that way I get more attention because he's a bigger YouTuber than me. That is the very definition of some two-faced bitch shit, in my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it's like people like that I have absolutely no fucking respect for.
Yeah, you got no fucking spine, you got no fucking heart, and I don't care if you're 6'5", 300 fucking pounds of pure muscle. I would still beat the living fuck out of you in real life because you have no heart, you have no character.
IRL, bro.
Honestly, in my honest opinion, I think everyone is a little bit two-faced.
Well, I would have to disagree, but I do understand like how you could say something like that because I think people try to be
the best.
I don't think it's
then
I don't think
in public. Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily an aspect of being two-faced. I think it's an aspect of like trying to maintain peace and trying to be polite. Like if someone is around me shit talking a person that I like, I can't necessarily sit there and go, "Hey, don't talk shit about Peter. That's my homeboy." Just because this other person doesn't like Peter. Like that doesn't mean I'm two-faced. It just means like I'm not personally involved in y'all's drama or whatever, and I'm trying to maintain my own peace between the two of you.
For me, there has been times where I've pretended to like somebody when I haven't, when I don't like them at all, just to avoid drama.
Well, that, like I said, that's not necessarily, in my opinion, being two-faced. That's just trying to maintain peace.
Yeah, that is just keeping the peace.
Yeah, that's keeping the peace. That's not being two-faced. Trust me, everybody has to sit there and smile and be nice to someone who they wish they could do nothing more than just spit in their face.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be like your fucking boss or a member of your family or something, but you just got to sit there, smile, and make nice with them.
Your girlfriend, brother,
yeah, even though you want nothing more than just smack the dog shit out of them.
Yeah, Scotsman, it only becomes two-facedness when they are around. You are like, oh, we're best mates. Let's,
Yep, I agree with that.
All that. That's when it becomes two-facedness.
Yep, I agree with what Peter said.
Otherwise, it is just keeping the peace, being cordial, being civil.
That's just being a diplomat.
No, what it actually is being a fucking adult and trying not to stir shit up. Honestly. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
The only time I'll shit stir is if it's for a funny intent. I won't ever do it maliciously. But
that's
I
what
will
I'm saying.
occasionally in like Scotsman, you'll have experienced this. When you and Blind Girl have been arguing, I'll just occasionally just try and turn the heat up a little bit on the argument. That's just
honestly, to be honest,
that's just me joking around.
I love our arguments just us taking the piss out of each other, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. It's like Scotty. You, me, and Blind Girl, we had to talk about this and stuff. It's like, trust me, I love stirring shit. I love making people mad. But it's like the shit that I'll stir. It's not something that will actually like fucking ruin someone's life and shit. No. It's like I just do it on some like menial, meaningless shit that I think is funny. It's not something that's malicious to like try to like ruin someone's life.
With me and Blind Girl, I just take the piss over. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I'm well aware of this. I'm well aware.
If I can mean her like deep down, like fucking truly like love each other.
Oh yeah. Yes, yeah, you guys sound like you've been together for like 20 years.
Yes. Right down to the actual domestics.
Yeah, it's like there's been many times where it's like I'll go to get another beer or like take a piss or something. I come back in there in the middle of the domestic. I was like, I'm gone for literally 1 minute.
At the end of the day, like I do fucking love it the best though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We know, dude.
Oh, we know.
I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this personally, either online or in your real lives, but the one thing that I've noticed a trend of, and I know which community started it, more or less, and I really fucking hope it becomes a thing of the past here soon, is how do I explain this? Like like let's say me and Mr. Misanthropic are pals, and we stream together a lot, and we either as a show together or separately, we promote one another, we shield for one another, and all that type of stuff. And let's say we have a falling out. I hate the common thing that I see nowadays where two friends have a rift between them, and then shit that they've buried inside themselves for it seems like years, like negative opinions that they've had of one another, seem to come to the forefront. And it's like, well, you did this and you're that, and I got this dirt on you and I got that dirt on you. And it's like, if you guys were actually pals and actually boys, why the fuck didn't you talk about that when you were friends? It's like people are keeping ammo on one another for when they eventually fuck each other over or something. And I hate that shit.
I mean, I hate that kind of shit when it comes tribal.
Yeah.
It was like you must put one side over the other.
That's one of the reasons why that's one of the reasons why it's like, especially when it comes to people who it's like either it's like I'm friends with or I'm like fans of stuff, when they have like big falling outs with each other, and it's like it becomes like you're either with me or you're either on my side or you're my enemy.
Yeah.
And so it's like that's fucking bullshit because it's not as cut and dry as either of you say.
Right.
And also because like neither of you are distant enough from it to be able to give an objective point of view on this shit.
100% agree on that. Like if you're currently involved in drama, or you have a falling out with another content creator, or someone who's a part of a community or whatever have you. The thing that you can state facts, and that's one thing. But when you give your biased opinion, or you try to not necessarily like spin a narrative, but give your very biased take on the situation, that is something that I think a lot of people don't see through, and they think that person is telling them the truth when honestly they're just giving you their side. And then you have these people who choose this side or that side or this part of the narrative or this other narrative over here, and then people start clashing with one another. But the tribal bullshit is some of the lamest crap on this platform, to be honest.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like that's why when it came to like when AP and Gus like started fighting each other, I was like,
that's what I had in my mind, actually. Yep.
This shit shouldn't be public. I also support Gossip because I like both of them.
I like both of them too. Both of them have my phone number, and both of them my boys.
I'm fans of both of them. So it's like I've been on the fucking Fright Power Hour. I fucking Patreon both of them. I give them both money and shit. I'm fans of both of them. I like both of these guys, and so it's like I'm not gonna pick a fucking side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would have no problem telling Ghastly or AP this, to be honest, to their faces. But it's kind of like what I was talking about earlier. Like the situation between those two dudes is, I think AP got drunk and fucked up and made a mistake. He admitted to that. Ghastly did a stream where he was talking about it. I don't know if I would have done that in his position. I think, but I think he was his hand was forced in that situation a little bit.
My Gus was mad about it. I was mad as well.
He had all right to be fucking pissed, 100%. But here it goes back to what I originally said. I hate the fact that people, even in my own personal life, like if I'm no longer your friend or you fuck me over or we have a falling out, if I have a negative opinion about you, I'm going to tell you that negative opinion while you're my friend. I'm not going to wait until like one day in the future we have a falling out and then I unload this fucking garbage heap of negative opinions that I've kept, under my hat for all of these years or all these months. I think that's something really toxic for any friendship, relationship, community, people interacting with one another online. Like if you got a negative opinion about me, be man enough or woman enough to tell me about it. And you should have the backbone to tell me that as my friend, that you have this opinion about me, even if it's a negative one. Don't wait until we have a falling out and then like, oh yeah, well, Tennessee Marine, I thought this about you 5 fucking months ago and you did this to me 3 months ago and blah, blah, blah. I hate that dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I forgot what I was going to say in conjunction with that, but yeah, I 100% agree with you with that.
I don't know, man. I think it kind of goes back to the internet is a big enough place to where if you don't like somebody, you can simply just not interact with them and ignore them. You know.
Yeah, and
Like
also,
that-
and
like
also it's
that-
like with, and also it's like with the tools at your disposal. You got the block button, you got a block button, you got a mute button, you got a hide button. It's like you can make it so that this person does not exist to you anymore.
Yep.
I mean, I've tried my best on this platform to avoid drama.
Yeah.
I mean, what's they got with the fucking shit with Blind Press when I disagreed with something that she done to my friend, and that was it.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Because Daniel, I don't know if you've seen it, but she did a live stream about my friend.
I did not see this. I know who Blind Press is, I think, but I've never watched any of her content or anything that she streamed that she's been on. I don't think.
Well, she did a thing about blind girls, like obviously. You know, I love that.
That was the closest I've ever been with drama and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm just like, you know what? And that's always how I was like, I'm staying out of this shit. My opinions are my own on this. I'm staying the fuck out of it. Don't fucking involve me in this shit.
There were some things that actually had to clear up on my end, and then I like what I said to her was like, stop peddling this shit. There's no reason to peddle this shit. Just move on.
The biggest thing I said about that, which I did say directly to everyone involved, was this is something that should never have been public. This is something that could have been easily handled privately.
That's exactly
without ever there needing to be like a giant
well with it
and saga about it. This was
The
something
only-
that could have easily been handled privately, DMs and shit.
Yeah.
It's like I said.
Publicly, the only thing I actually publicly said or did about it was when Pincalo tweeted out something about it was during Chadwick's stream when people got confused over Blind Press's hashtag, and I'd literally just explained it on Chadwick's stream, but he went ahead and tweeted about it anyway, and I just replied and said, no, that was a confusion, and it was sorted.
Well, to be honest, I think Pincalo hates me, like, because, like, said, like, all that group is, like, fucking evil or something like that. I'm like, you know what? Fucking
Shame, but you know what? He can have his own opinion on stuff.
Yeah. It was
Let's look at the guy, but you know what? That's just his opinion. What we're going to change about it.
the blind girl hashtag, you know, the one she uses for her Mortal Kombat streams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
even though, like, fucking, like, on that day she fucking posted a video. It was a fucking mistake when it clearly wasn't a mistake.
No, I think it was a mistake.
It wasn't a fucking mistake. It was a fucking blatant fucking dig at her. It was a blatant dig at her, Peter. Just admit it.
I disagree. I don't think it was.
It was a blatant dig at her because it was on that day she fucking was pissed off at people. That's why it was a fucking blatant dig at her.
Well, I mean, I compare drama to fast food. Yeah, it'll sustain you, but it'll fucking kill you in the end, and it's fucking unhealthy as fuck, and you can't live off of it. But people try to. They certainly do. But I have no idea about this particular situation. So, but on that note, lads, thank you very much, Scotsman, for inviting me on. It's good talking to you, man. We'll have to do this again, but I'm gonna hop off here.
Anytime, just fucking hit me on Twitter or Discord or whatever.
Roger that. Will do. Peter, is nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, man.
Take it easy. And MM, as always, dude, it rock on.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, later, lads.
Party on, Daniel.
Yep, later.
Damn, Daniel.
Like I said, though, like, for me, all it was like, for me, that was done deliberately.
I think it just might have been extremely poor timing. That's all That's all I can really say about it. I just think it was poor timing.
I think it was done deliberately to annoy her, but yeah.
I say we save this conversation for off air.
I don't give a fuck, to be honest, anymore. I really don't care.
I genuinely forgot we were on air.
I don't really care anymore. And to be honest, I probably should end the stream right now. You know what? Skittles, chill.
Shit. Typing in chat. Sub to me. Super Sunday Fun Day 3. It's gonna be on Sunday, obviously. Hold on 1 second. All right. Yeah, that's the right link. There it is in chat. Come watch the best bad show you're ever gonna see. Also, hopefully a new video will be out tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
Peter Shill.
here's my latest video. It was written by Dark Side of the Bear. I quite enjoyed making it, and I've got another video coming out soon, couple of days maybe. Also, join me on my channel tomorrow for the pub stream quiz or Quiplash night. Not entirely certain.
Anyway, tomorrow night at 5 p.m. GMT, 10 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. AST, they'll be filling it with the news, which is the normal stream that I do. This is just obviously it's just a random stream that I decided to do because I was drunk and had no one else to speak to. So yeah, I hope it well. Don't misunderstand, and you're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Sex.